Ladies and this is the feature attraction of the evening. The best
is disqualified. Ooh. Slammed him into
mercifully with his headlock. Look out. Oh.
And Brody just going berserk here on
Johnny, look at this. Fans, there's no mistaking Billy Graham.
Getting the heck out of Dodge. And they tanned Ric Flair.
I want you and everyone listening in to know one thing. That if they ever made another guy better than me, he hasn't been made.
Fine. Nice tackle by Flair. Put Steamboat down. Good movement by Steamboat. Great leap from. And what a top. And the champion of the world on the
Head was the dead.
Oh, come on now.
Might have hurt his leg a little bit there.
A referee stands stubborn.
Billy plays that fight though.
Go into the ring when Roddy Piper Doc Conwell wants to go into the ring, Mr. Announcer. Right.
Here comes Colón off the rope. Look at the power.
Oh, he hit the back of his head. Oh! That is, to a nicer guy, it couldn't happen.
Ahí estaba, ¿sabes? Como siempre, hablando, insultando. Y Carlito decía esto, hay que ponerle fin. El árbitro mandaba sonar la campana. Estamos viendo, amigos, cómo es esta rivalidad entre Savage y Carlitos.
Bueno, Macho Man siempre ha caracterizado por ese salto desde la tercera cuerda. Ha destrozado prácticamente grandes estrellas de la lucha libre con ese lance. Y aquí lo vemos como masacra a Carlos Colón.
Con fuerza. Tremendo rudo este Savage. En una riña que el público está muy familiarizado. El Carlito y Savage demostrando su fuerza en este encuentro.
Bueno, hasta ahora no ha habido lucha libre, simplemente lo que ha habido una pelea, golpes van, golpes vienen. Carlos Colón quebrando todas las reglas como es su característica. Macho Man también ha peleado como se merece Carlos Colón, de la manera que de la irrespetuosa que Carlos Colón, ya que Carlos Colón no se merece ningún tipo de consideración.
Muchas veces se habían enfrentado, estos dos habían sido encuentros tremendos entre Savage y el acróbata de Puerto Rico, Carlitos Colón. Y hay que decirlo, profe, Carlitos tuvo problemas fuertes con este Randy Macho Man Savage.
Obviamente después de esto Macho Man se haría una leyenda en la WWF, llegarse a llamar el rey de la lucha libre. Y obviamente donde obtuvo esas características, donde se entrenó, donde se preparó para llegar a ese nivel, fue en el Consejo Mundial de Lucha.
No hay duda que el Consejo Mundial de Lucha ha sido una fuente de inspiración, una fuente de dedicación, donde se ha demostrado los quilates de luchadores, donde se han forjado carreras, y es por eso que Puerto Rico siempre, en la memoria de los grandes luchadores, siempre está presente como uno de los sitios donde tuvieron que echar el resto, echar el máximo para ser una gran superestrella en la lucha libre.
Los fanáticos de la lucha libre de Puerto Rico son gente que conocen, son gente que han visto la crema y nata de la lucha libre. Todo aquel que ha sido alguien en la lucha libre ha estado en Puerto Rico. Han visto los grandes inmortales de la lucha libre, han luchado en Puerto Rico, han hecho su nombre aquí en Puerto Rico y han dado lo mejor de sí. Así que el público de Puerto Rico no se deja engañar. Sabe cuál es la mejor lucha libre del mundo y la respalda. Obviamente el Consejo Mundial de Lucha y al profe. Qué bonito, qué bonito me quedó el discurso, qué bonito me quedó.
Bueno, usted mismo se aplaude. Mientras tanto, Carlitos ha ensangrentado a Randy Macho Man Savage, el árbitro. El señor Ricky Vargas llamándole la atención. Quiere que Carlitos vuelva al cuadrilátero. Y hay que señalar de nuevo que Carlitos no estaba interesado en una mera victoria, sino algo ya personal, profe.
Obviamente Carlos Colón se ha visto muchas riñas durante toda su vida profesional y esta ha sido una de las más peligrosas, porque Randy Macho Man Savage ayer, hoy y mañana siempre será un peligroso rival para cualquier persona.
Un luchador a que nosotros respetamos muchísimo, una entrega total, un hombre devoto del gimnasio, y aunque se pueda contradecir mucho en cuanto a su estilo, siempre se tiene que decir cuando se habla de Savage que es un luchador que lo entrega todo. Y Carlitos subió y abajo del ring también demostrando que vino inspirado, que vino en su mejor momento para demostrar que él podía con este Randy Macho Man Savage.
Grandes cotas dispararía a estos dos señores. Años después, Carlos Colón se convertiría en campeón universal. Randy Macho Man Savage se convertiría en campeón mundial de la WWF. Y la riña simplemente fue brutal, fue salvaje. Vemos como Macho Man está sangrando de una manera brutal gracias a las brutalidades de Carlos Colón, que no sabe reconocer la virtud de otros.
Profe, Randy Macho Man Savage, aún hablando con él recientemente, me dice que nunca olvidará los encuentros que sostuvo aquí en Puerto Rico y aquí en Superestrellas de la Lucha Libre número 4. Le estamos brindando esos momentos espectaculares de esta riña tremenda entre el acróbata de Puerto Rico, Carlitos Colón, y el Randy Macho Man Savage. Una furia tremenda, Carlitos dando prácticamente una paliza tremenda a Savage.
Y todos esos fanáticos pueden estar pendientes que muy pronto seguiremos trayéndole de nuestra gran videoteca grandes momentos de la historia de la lucha libre como este que estamos viendo ahora.
Aquí Carlitos buscaba la figura 4, se refugiaba Savage en las cuerdas. Aquí estamos viendo otro momento donde el acróbata de Puerto Rico dominaba con un cabezazo contra un hombre que había perdido muchísima sangre y que a lo mejor nunca esperaba, profe, que le iba a pasar esto.
Bueno, tal vez Macho Man no esperaba una reacción de Carlos Colón, tal vez no pensaba que Carlos Colón fuera tan peligroso como de la manera que le ha salido, de la manera tan brutal que Carlos Colón le ha peleado. Carlos Colón se ha ido con él en su propio terreno, golpe a golpe, patadas a patadas, y hemos visto que la lucha ha estado bastante pareja.
Profe, voy a contradecirlo, no ha estado pareja. Carlitos ha dominado en todo momento. Carlitos ha golpeado como ha querido a Savage y ahora, en estos momentos, es que Savage, al verse perdido, está rompiendo todas las reglas, castigando a los ojos y buscando cómo detener a un hombre que le ha estado dando una soberana paliza como lo ha hecho Carlitos Colón.
No estaba apreciando los golpes cortos de Macho Man Savage, unos izquierdazos a la quijada de Carlos Colón muy bien efectuados, muy bien conectados.
Y finalmente Savage logra dominar en ese forcejeo Carlitos, pero es Carlitos quien reacciona rápido. Los dos fueron a la lona en una rompecuellos giratoria, pero para sorpresa de Savage fue Carlitos el que logró incorporarse de una manera rápida y los botazos no se dejan esperar. Ahí está el acróbata de Puerto Rico, tal como lo señaló el profe. Al pasar de los años, los dos seguirían sus rumbos y sus rumbos serían de victoria, tanto Carlitos en el Consejo Mundial de Lucha como este Savage en la Federación Mundial de Lucha. Es para nosotros un placer presentarles aquí en Superestrellas de la Lucha Libre número 4 este gran encuentro entre Carlitos y Savage. Miren esto, lo lanza por la tercera cuerda, eso es descalificación automática. Señala el árbitro que ha sido descalificado este Randy Macho Man Savage y se lanza en un golpe tremendo. El árbitro suena la campana, Carlitos gana por descalificación.
And when you talk about bloody matches, Carlos Colón and Hercules Ayala have more than a few.
That's right. They've had their share of them. Right here's the match for the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Carlos Colón is a champion, and Hercules Ayala is a challenger at this time. And right there you see the referee, Victor Quiones, trying to control these two men. This is a feud, Hugo Savinovich, between Carlos Colón and Hercules Ayala, the strongest man in professional wrestling, has gone worldwide.
And this match was signed with the stipulations of a Texas death match. No disqualification, no time limit, and the referee could not stop it or the doctor because of blood.
That's right. And there you see Cheeky Star, Hercules Ayala's manager, at ringside with a neck brace on, suffered at the hands of Carlos Colón, as you know.
But why did he suffer his injury?
Because Carlos Colón likes picking on defenseless people.
Defenseless people that have attempted to hurt and injure him and his friends.
Well, you know, so the guys like Carlos Colón don't have no friends. Well, right there you can see Hercules Ayala is busted open right above his right eye.
Strong Hercules Ayala. He's about close to 300 pounds. He has been Germany heavyweight champion, European champion, Canadian heavyweight champion, North American champion. He's also held tag team championships.
Yeah, right there I want to point out something too, but not to say you don't know what you're talking about or interrupt you or anything, but right there, you know, Carlos Colón could have been pinned right there. You know that, right?
Falls count everywhere.
Anywhere in the building, that's right. Or anywhere in the ballpark, for that matter. Uh-oh.
Against the table. Now, if there's a pinfall, you have to remember the Texas Death Match, the referee counts to 3. Now, that doesn't give you the victory. The referee then pushes you back to the corner. Then he gives you 30 seconds. After that, the bell rings again. And if the man is not up before the count of 10, then you win the match.
That's right. The last man standing. That's what it's all about. The last man standing in a Texas Death Match. And I'll tell you something right now. Carlos Colón's going to be in a world of hurt. Hercules Ayala. This man's big, strong, mean, and tough, and he don't give a darn.
The 2 men that have been the top of the World Wrestling console, superstars, right here in this battle.
Right there's over 300 pounds on Carlos Colón's throat. I wonder how he feels. Ride him, Herc. Ride him like a mule, boy. That a boy.
Right on the edge of his throat, and Chiqui Star loving every bit of it.
Oh, Chiqui Star, he's saying perfecto, exacto, perfecto. That's good. That's good stuff, man. I know what he's talking about.
Hercules Ayala all over Carlos Colón. Remember, no disqualification. Everything goes, ooh, right on the throat.
Look at Victor Quiones. He's so mad because he can't do nothing. He's just a mad little old boy right there now. Hey, Victor, how's it feel when you can't do a dang thing about it? Look at Hercules bleeding there. Hercules has his head busted open, like I said earlier.
And around his eyebrows, too. He's also been hit hard, but now Hercules taking advantage of his strength and his size all over Carlos Colón.
I like that right there where he just kicked Carlos Colón in the head. I thought that was pretty neat.
You're a very sadistic individual,
Hey, let me tell you something, Mugo. I don't talk to you about your private life.
Are you proud of being called the Hankman Bobby Jagger?
Sure, I earned that name, earned it well. Are you Klaus? Are you proud to be called Hugo Savinovich?
Oh, my
let's not
mommy and daddy called me that.
Let's not answer that. You know how you people are anyhow.
Have to be careful with the last name. It's Savinovich.
That's what I said.
No, it sounded kind of fresh, Bobby.
Well, believe me, I did it right.
Victor Quinones, the referee, having all kinds of trouble dealing with Hercules Ayala.
Victor Quinones has all kinds. There's the doctor again. There's old Hector. He's sitting out there again. You know, he might get some more business. But I'll tell you something right now. Victor Quinones, he's having a hard time.
Hercules Ayala all over Carlos Colón.
I know that. There he is. He got a pinning combination right there. Pinning combination right there.
And we have to remember that if the fall occurs, that doesn't give the victory to the challenger or the champion. The referee will push one of the men back. Then 30 seconds go by. Then the referee rings the bell again. And then if the man doesn't get up, then he loses.
That's right. But like I told you now, don't look for Hercules Ayala to lose this match.
Look at the power on the punches.
Oh, yeah. He's going to bust his nose, I think.
Hitting with all their strength. Blood everywhere.
That Cheeky boy, he's a good director, and he's telling him what to do and everything.
Very tough match here.
I'll tell you something right now, Hugo. You take a look. And you take a look at what happened to Carlos Colón. He got himself in a situation here where Hercules Ayala can use his strength on him. And I'll tell you right now, brother, he's hurting him.
Ayala all over Carlos Colón, using all his mighty strength. Carlos fights back. He scores a blow to the head. He heads back into the ring.
Well, I'll tell you something right here. Chiqui Star is going to be a happy man seeing his man beating up Carlos Colón like this, the man that put a neck brace around his neck.
Only the strong survive in the World Wrestling Council. You could be the biggest superstar in the world of professional wrestling. In the World Wrestling Council, you have to come and prove it. Isn't that right, Bobby Jackson?
That's right. All these people run around the country and talk about how good they are and how great they are and how great their alliance is. But, brother, come to Puerto Rico. Come to the Golden Isle. Come to the Rock.
Some of the biggest names in professional wrestling were tested in the World Wrestling Council. Some did not make it. Others were scared to try. Some say they're the best, but they never came to the World Wrestling Council to prove how good they are. Here's where the competition is. And when you talk about bloody feuds, the World Wrestling Wrestling Council has the top names in professional wrestling.
Well, I want to ask you a question. How did Carlos Colón hurt Chiqui Star's neck? Do you remember, Hugo?
Oh, it was inside of a cage. It was a tremendous pile driver, a repeated pile driver, and the fans loved it.
Yeah, that's a fan favorite, a guy that tries to break another guy's neck. Yeah, okay. Okay, Hercules, break his knee, break his leg, then if he's a fan favorite, we can get away with it.
Hercules Ayala, all over the leg of Carlos Colón. He's got it on the lower rope.
Oh, that's a good knee right there to be messing with, isn't it?
Right in the inner part, Hercules Ayala landing.
What's Victor Quiones doing? He pointing to a falling star. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket.
The falling star is Chiqui's star, and he is outside the ring, and the referee is warning him
I think
to
I
keep
might go
himself
for
away.
a singing career next, Hugo Savinovich.
Please, Bobby, the wrestling world has enough trouble. Do not embarrass other people.
Don't worry about it. Look at there. Now, Carlos Colón is putting his hand on the heel so that he can't lock that figure four. Too bad, Carlos Colón. Hercules Ayala just locked his inverted figure four on you, and he's going to break your leg.
The masters of the figure four leg lock going at it, and it's Ayala getting the best of the exchange. Carlos trying to escape or reverse the hold. The fans are applauding. Referee Victor Quiones asking Carlos if he surrenders.
Hey, Victor Quiones, he's already said, I quit. No mas, no mas. Quiones, in Spanish, it's no mas. He means I quit. He's saying it. Quiones, ring the bell.
He is not saying he quits, Bobby.
Quiones, no mas means I quit. I'm chicken. I don't want no more.
Bobby, he is saying no.
I know a boxer that did that one time, and it worked for him, Carlos Colón.
This is not boxing, this is wrestling, Bobby.
Yeah, but still, no mas means I quit, right?
It does mean
he's saying no mas. You can hear him right. He's not talking about his mother.
He's
saying no
in
mas.
pain. He's screaming in pain, but he's not quitting. Carlos Colón is not a quitter. He's a warrior of the ring, and you know that, Bobby. You have had a few confrontations
does that look
with
like
this man.
The face of a winner, Carlos Colón?
Well, Ayala doesn't look too well himself.
Yeah, look where he hit him.
Oh, no, disqualification. Everything goes, Mr. Jagger.
That's a nice guy. You want that? You want your kids to look up to that kind of guy that hits a guy there?
Why do you always complain?
I can see why there's so much
when
crime
Carlos
down
Colón does something, or when the Invaders do something, or the Young Bloods,
the belt.
or the
That's
Rock and Roll
illegal.
RPMs.
That's below the belt. That's illegal. Now he's kicking him in the leg.
What about when you guys break the rules? Then it's legal?
We never break the rules. We might flexibly bend a few of them.
All right. So for you, they bend.
Well, no,
for
what's
them,
he doing? He's
they
kicking
break.
on a guy. He's kicking him.
It's a rough sport, Bobby.
Yeah, you gotta follow the rules. You
Texas
gotta follow
death
the
match.
rules.
The rules say no disqualification. Everything goes.
Hey.
No holds bar.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can kick a guy down there. You know what I mean? That's bad, Hugo.
Bobby, you're hurting my ulcers again. Please. Bobby, please.
Hugo, I'm telling you right now, that was a low blow. It was blatant. The man right there, how can he face his family tonight going home knowing he did that?
Easily. If he gets a win, it'll be an easy ride home. If you lose,
he's got to have a conscience, so somewhere inside that body.
If you lose, then it's hard to face the people you love. And more important, the fans that have made you a superstar in this case.
Yeah, I want you to know something about these fans here now, ladies and gentlemen. Every one of these fans right now, their leg hurts.
You're right.
When you go and get stitches, they hurt when they stick that needle in your head. That's how good those fans hurt.
If they love you, they will suffer with you.
When you break your leg, baby, they don't know you when you're laying in that hospital, believe me.
The fans here in the World Wrestling Council, and have to be very honest, they do care about the wrestlers. We receive thousands of letters from the United States, the Caribbean islands, here in Puerto Rico, from Canada. They care about the wrestlers. The World Wrestling Council fans are the best.
The fans.
The
fans. The next time I get my nose broke, I want one of the fans to feel.
Now, I did not say that they care for you, and I didn't say they do. I'm talking about Carlos Colón and some other superstars, Bobby. Let's not take it personal.
Hey, I'm the only superstar around here, brother. Believe me. Now, they're back into figure four again. Hercules.
Okay, now, Ayala's in pain. He is in trouble. Carlos has taken control.
Go to the rope, Hercules. Go to the rope. Grab the rope, Hercules.
Remember, there's no disqualification here. Bobby, he does not have to break the hold if it's close to the ropes.
Look at Cheeky. Cheeky not feeling too good right now, you know.
Oh, he didn't feel too good before the match. His neck was in trouble. As a matter of fact,
oh yeah,
his man is in
reverse
trouble.
it, Hercules. Reverse it. Oh, Hercules, reverse it.
He's bleeding, and he's in pain now.
Both men are bleeding. They're bleeding profusely.
But who's in control, Bobby? Who is in control at this precise
right now,
moment?
you got to give this Colón guy a little bit of credit.
Colón's got him screaming. And it might be all for Hercules Ayala.
Yeah, but I've already heard Colón say, no mas, I quit, I quit. Look at Hercules Ayala's face.
How come you can hear things that I can and the referee cannot hear?
Right there was a 3 count. Break the hold, Colón.
It was a 3 count. Remember,
you know, this guy here is one of the dirtiest guys in professional wrestling.
So Carlos obtains the pinfall. Referee signals to the
That's one of the
timekeeper.
dirtiest guys in wrestling. He had his hands on the ropes for extra leverage. He beat Hercules Ayala, I'll give you that. But he had his hands on the ropes for extra leverage.
He's got 30 seconds to recover. And it doesn't look like Ayala is going to be able to put himself together.
Oh,
Carlos,
yeah, Ayala's going to pull himself together.
He is back in control. Look out. Now the bell has rang. Referee is counting. If he doesn't get up before 10, it's going to be all over for the challenger.
Keone, slow your count down. It's supposed to be 1 per second. He's trying to count 2 per second. You see what he's doing?
Ayala trying to make it.
Oh, what a low blow.
Right on the leg?
What a low, oh, that man's got no guts. That man, Carlos Colón, should be barred from wrestling.
He's got style, he's got stamina, and he is back in control.
The only style you're going to find on him is you pick up the rock he lives under.
Bobby, you're taking again things
What a
personal.
sick man. This man here is a sick individual.
Bobby, how do you expect the people at home to feel the way you are describing this match right now?
I'm describing this match, man. He's trying to break the man's leg. They can see that.
You should call it like you see it.
You want your kids to look up to somebody that breaks legs for a living, man?
Well, Ayala has broken a couple of legs, too,
yeah,
you know.
but that was by an accident.
Oh, an accident.
Colón's trying to do this on purpose.
My ulcer's starting to hurt, Bobby.
Well, your face is killing me.
Jesus. I'm going to have to talk to Eddie Grice about this later
I
on.
wouldn't talk to him about nothing. Oh,
Okay, Carlos.
A low blow again. Another low blow.
Why is it a low blow, Bobby? Describe it.
It's below the waist, Dougal. That's why it's a low blow.
So you kick in the leg, and it's below the waist.
Oh, no, I didn't see him kicking him there, buddy. You know where he was kicking him, Dougal.
Wow.
Right there. See,
Okay, what about Chicky?
He knows what's happening.
Okay, now Chicky distracting the referee. Ayala.
No, he's explaining to Victor Keone. See, Victor Keone is not bilingual like me.
He speaks Spanish and English.
Oh, no.
I don't know what languages you speak, Bobby.
He doesn't understand a word of Spanish, believe me.
Sometimes it's not just speaking the language, it's to say the truth on things, you know?
Well, let me tell you, Chicky is very fluent in English, and he's just telling Victor Keone what happened, how many low blows went on.
And Ayala took that time to dig for the eyes, and he's back in the mat because Carlos has recovered.
That's right. Carlos Colón right there. He just got kicked in the chops trying to put the figure 4 on there.
Good block by Hercules Ayala.
Thank you, Hugo. That was a good block. I taught him that.
Oh, now you taught him that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Headbutt by headbutt. That should be outlawed from wrestling.
Out goes Ayala.
That should be outlawed from
wrestling. And he might not make it back into the ring.
Oh, yeah, he'll make it back.
Wait a minute. Chicky Star is giving him an object.
Oh, Chicky's helping him up. That a boy.
Okay, wait a minute. 1 second. What does he have here? It looks like a brass knuckle, and Chicky Star gave him that.
No, I don't know what you're looking at.
Okay, the camera's right on top of the action. Come on.
No, come on. What are you looking at?
Bobby, I'm looking at Hercules Ayala.
Hands.
He did not have that tape when he went outside the ring.
What do you see there? I see the man's hands on the
Boy, we're lucky the fans are watching. They know what's going on.
I'm watching this, too.
I'm sure happy you're not the referee. Okay, referee gets...
Carlos Colón just knocked the referee down.
Here. Hercules knocks Carlos with the brass knuckling out. Carlos.
Look at.
He never saw
Colón hit the referee. Did you see that?
No. He never.
Colón threw the referee down. I saw that.
He pushed the referee down. He did not hit him.
I think Carlos Colón got on his feet.
Hercules Ayala from the outside of the ring
made a beautiful move, flying body press
using the brass knuckle.
No, the beautiful flying body press over the top rope.
And it was like a cannonball right on the head. It knocked Carlos cold.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't think Carlos ever saw it.
Needs to get glasses. That was a beautiful move by Hercules Ayala. And right now, he's got Carlos Colón at a disadvantage.
Okay, explain to me what kind of a move was the one that Ayala used to
the flying body press over the top rope.
Boy, he was fast. I never saw him do that. He was fast.
It was a beautiful move. Oh, yeah. Now, oh, no. See, that headbutt should be outlawed. That's illegal.
Carlos still trying to fight. Meanwhile,
Carlos
Ayala...
Colón's a bloody mess, and so is Hercules Ayala. Take a look at these two men. They're fighting their hearts out.
And the blood is gushing out from the head of Carlos Colón. And right there is Ayala stomping all over where he hit Carlos with the brass knuckle.
The flying body press.
Wow. Ayala all over Colón.
Hey, look at those right hands, baby. Look at those right hands, yeah. Hercules did a little boxing down here before he wrestled. Look at that right hand.
Carlos trying to fight back.
Another headbutt. Those are illegal, man.
He's close to the turnbuckle, but now Carlos goes down.
Look at his face. It's a mask of blood right now, Igor Savinovich. Look at that. Look at that. Another nice right hand.
Okay, he hooks the leg. Goes for the cover. Carlos kicks out.
He's got to lock that arm around the leg when he does that. He didn't do it.
Carlos kicks out again. Can he recover from the impact of the brass knuckle?
I don't think so. Oh, right in the ribs. That was a good field goal from 35 yards out.
Now the question is the blood that he is spilling all over.
He's losing energy. He's losing oxygen. And Carlos Colón right now is getting ready to get... Oh, he has just been beaten by the man, brother.
When you talk about bloody confrontations, these two men have been involved in some tremendous battles, and this is one of them. Now, we do have to comment on the fact that it was an even, brutal confrontation until Ayala used that brass knuckle.
Ayala did not use the brass knuckles. Ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Colón has repeatedly knocked this man below the waist. The man has got up, and he has fought back to be the superior wrestler.
Okay, that was a low blow. No disqualification.
That's about
everything
the 10th
goes.
one tonight already, you know.
But at least he used his own hands to do it.
Oh, what you gonna do? Use yours?
Well, he didn't use a brass knuckle like Ayala did.
Ayala didn't use no brass. Hey, we're not getting into debate with you, Hugo, because I know you were on the 5th place debate team in Ecuador.
Carlos Colón trying to survive in this Universal Heavyweight Championship match. Carlos Colón, the champion at the time this match took place. Hercules Ayala, the challenger. Wow.
Whoa. You want to know what scares Carlos Colón more than anything else? He's going to get beat right in front of all of his fans. Look at the blood just streaming off of his face. He's going to get beat right in front of his fans in his hometown for his Universal belt by the better man, Hercules Ayala, and he can't handle it. Carlos Colón's not man enough to handle it.
Well, Chiqui Star is the reason why Ayala is dominating.
Right there, 1, 2, 3. Carlos Colón is beat. Victor Quiones, get in the ring and count, you dummy.
Referee is counting.
He's
not able to get a 3 seconds. Carlos is kicking out.
I want to tell you something. That Victor Quiones, to me, is just a useless referee. If you want to watch a match, Victor Quiones, buy a ticket.
Ayala, it's all over Carlos Colón. And
like a blanket, brother.
The fans are upset. The fans are upset. They saw Chiqui Star give Ayala the brass knuckle. Our cameras saw it. And perhaps the only person that has not seen that is Hackman Bobby Jagger.
I didn't see that. You didn't see that. No fans saw that.
So I guess all the fans are wrong. I'm wrong. The cameras are wrong. And you, Ayala, and Chiqui Star are right.
They don't call you Mr. Right, Hugo Savinovich.
Wow.
Look at Carlos Colón. He can't even walk. Ah, yeah, right. He can't even throw a punch. Look,
Carlos,
see, that's what happens when you lose that much blood.
You
have no strength.
Sitting target for Ayala. He's doing whatever he wants with the champion. He's at his mercy, but he doesn't surrender.
He doesn't surrender. That's like saying he's not retreating, brother. He's falling to the rear.
He's going down fighting, my man.
Hercules Ayala's motto right now is take no prisoners. Take no prisoners, Hercules. That's what you do, baby. Go out there and punish him and hurt him.
Ayala.
Look at Carlos Colón. He is a bloody man.
The bloody matches of the World Wrestling Council.
And you fans wanted to see it, baby, at Hangman Bobby Jaggers, along with EG Productions. and my associate, Hugo Savinovich, are bringing it to you.
I don't think I want to be called your associate, Bobby, especially after those comments you made about the brass knuckle. I don't think even E&G Productions wants you to be associated with them.
Here's the doctor. What's the doctor doing?
The referee is pushing the doctor away.
Get the doctor out of there. He doesn't belong in a wrestling ring.
The doctor wants to stop the match. The referee has said no, that there is no way this match could be stopped.
That's right. Yeah, just keep beating him up, Hercules. Yeah, you got him, baby. See, Victor Quione's not only got a referee, man, he's got to be an escort for the doctor, too.
Ayala all over the face of Carlos Colón. He's a bloody mess, and Ayala has more energy to pound on the champion, and it's not looking too good for the Universal Heavyweight Champion, as this looks terrible for him.
Hey, Carlos Colón's a beat man. He knows it. His people know it. Hercules Ayala knows it. Cover him, Herc. You got him, baby. He's all yours. Piece of... Oh, Hercules just busted him open. All right, yeah. He's got him hurt good, don't you think, Hugo Savinovich?
You're definitely right. The punishment continues, and he's going for the pinfall. Carlos protects himself by...
Count three. Come on, Victor Quione's count three.
What about Carlos putting the boot on the ropes? He kicks out, bridging, not a complete bridge out, but just enough to survive.
This man is a hurt man, believe me. I'm telling you, he's hurt.
This is the World Wrestling Council Superstars in action for the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Carlos Colón, the champion, his title in danger as the challenger. With the help of Chiqui Star and the brass knuckle, almost at a point of pulling a big upset here at the Invader Stadium in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And look at the blood on the edge of the ring, Bobby.
Yeah, look at Victor Quione's just got blood all over him. He doesn't know what to do here, man. Look at Carlos Colón is just a bloody mess.
The doctor is telling him to stop the match.
Cheeky, go hit the doctor. Cheeky, go hit the doctor, huh? Cheeky, go over there and knock
Carlos' life is in danger. The bell rings, and the referee has...
They can't do that. It's a Texas death match. You can't stop it because there's no stopping on kind of blood. See, ladies and gentlemen, right there, Hercules knocked somebody else out, man.
I do have to say that you are right, Bobby, on the rules, but here, what counts more important is the fact of a human being's life in danger.
Hey, this man signed a contract, got in the ring, he's Universal Champion, and I'll tell you something, what he's getting, he deserves.
The referee, following the orders of the doctor.
But the rules state in a Texas death match, you cannot stop the match because of blood.
And on this bloody confrontation, the doctor stopping the bout.
Cheeky, hit the doctor, Cheeky, hit the doctor. Cheeky, hit the doctor.
We have a new Universal Heavyweight Champion here. Referee, look at that, the blood just all over the face of the referee also.
I'll tell you something right there. Victor Quione's, he's about as useless as I don't know what, but he's useless.
Well, fans,
Cheeky, hit the doctor. Cheeky, hit that doctor.
The doctor is in the ring. Referee Victor Quiones is protecting now with his body Carlos Colón.
Okay, now give Hercules the belt. He's the champion now.
The fans are sad at the stadium. Their idol has fallen. There's a new champion thanks to the aid of Chiqui Star with that brass knuckle used properly by the strength of Ayala, and the results, a new champion, a new Universal Heavyweight Champion.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Hercules Ayala.
The man, Hercules Ayala, and the man that took him to the belt, Chiqui Star. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with Victor Jovica versus Abdul the Butcher from the island of Trinidad.
En el encuentro, el Giant Baba entró al cuadrilátero rápidamente a atacar a Abdullah de Butcher, y ahí está propinándole tremendo sillazo sobre la cabeza a Abdullah de Butcher. Y si te puedes fijar, ha puesto a sangrar a Abdullah de Butcher. Ya Baba con ese sillazo que le propinó sobre la cabeza. Está sangrando, pero allí va Abdullah, que es bastante corpulento, a atacar al gigante Baba y lo está castigando. Está fuera del cuadrilátero Baba, recibiendo el castigo violento de Abdullah de Butcher.
Sigue presionando a Abdullah de Butcher. Fuerte. Gigante Baba. Ripuja. Tremendo golpe. Y otro Abdullah ha luchado en el Japón. De Butcher le sigue peleando.
Y fíjate lo irónico de este encuentro. Tenemos a un hombre de sobre 7 pies sobre el cuadrilátero enfrentándose a uno que tal vez no tenga la estatura, pero en circunferencia mide más de los 7 pies. Abdullah de Butcher, un hombre muy corpulento y quizás el luchador más peligroso que haya pasado sobre la isla de Puerto Rico, Abdullah de Butcher.
El Coliseo de Ponce a temblar todo el mundo. Lucha de dos tremendos luchadores. Ahí está el monstruo. Gigante Baba. Y aquí cerquita de nuestra mesa está la cruz de Puerto Rico, Carlito. Él está ansioso de ver quién va a ser el ganador de esta lucha, porque en el torneo el que gane esta lucha va contra Carlito. La lucha rojo vivo. La presión es fuerte. Y aquí están protestando.
Y Abdullah sacó un objeto ilegal y va, Baba se adelantó y fíjate con la facilidad que se lo quitó y va a castigarlo. Le ha pegado con el propio objeto que había utilizado. Iba a utilizar a Abdullah para lastimar a Baba. Ahora es Baba el que asume la ofensiva con ese objeto. Y han venido aquí bien cerca de la mesa y se está acercando todo gigante.
Amigos, momentáneamente tenemos que probar toda la campana. Toda la campana. El árbitro. Esto es una locura lo que ha pasado aquí. Abdullah gana por conteo. Abdullah gana por conteo de 20. Su propio destino. Vamos a ver lo que sucede. Invader #1 against the great Kamala. And Bobby, we have to explain to the fans that previous to this match, the Invader 1 was injured and the doctor had warned him not to wrestle against Kamala. He did not listen to the advice by the doctor, and he still went into the ring. The referee did not even want to start this match officially.
Well, I'll tell you right now, you know that's something good, Svinovich. If a man like that goes to the ring injured, against a man like Kamala, then I'll tell you something, brother, he deserves what he gets.
Ugandan giant, over 400 pounds, and when he sees blood, you know he's after it.
He just goes wild. This man, like you say, 450-some pounds, just one big, devastating man. And I'll tell you something, brother, from Uganda, you can tell he's hitting him hard, he's hitting him heavy, and he's busted him open, and his blood is running freely down the face of the Invader.
All kinds of chops all over the head and forehead, another headbutt right to the center of the Invader when he's trying to fight back, but he doesn't have that much power.
No, he's got no power whatsoever at all. He's weak, he's hurt, he's trying. I realize he's in front of his people in Puerto Rico, and he's trying to prove to him that he's as good as the man that he's fighting, but right now, he's not that good.
The Invader one down, Kamala. All over the Invader one, referee is Thomas Marin. And Kamala all over the forehead, and the blood is just gushing out from the head and forehead of the Invader one.
That's right. You know, you take a look, the referee there is trying to warn him. Kamala doesn't understand. He don't even really care, I don't think. I think all he's caring about right now is injuring the Invader number one.
Kamala has been disqualified so many times in his wrestling career. He's always out to hurt people.
A disqualification to the Kamala is a win in his category, because he doesn't, like I say, he doesn't understand. Look at the Invader, blood running right down his chest. The man's definitely hurt. Kamala is like an animal. He senses he's got a wounded animal, and he's going right after him.
A good chop by the Invader one, but just barely moves the giant. He's a bloody mess, and Kamala going after his prey. And what about that kick? For a man of that weight, he really moves fast.
He's an agile man, and like I say, he just likes beating people up. And you take a look at a guy like the Invader don't like getting beat up, but there ain't nothing to do about it now.
If there's one match that I would love to see, is a clash between Kamala and Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh, that'd be a match of the century, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be something? Maybe we'll have it on the next EG video, huh?
I would like to see that one. Kamala, meanwhile, all over the Invader one. The referee wanted to stop the match. The blood gushing out. Here's the referee telling the Invader if he stops the match. But he says no, he wants to continue. And I think here is where, in professional wrestling, the referee should be more in control. If he sees something like this, I think the referee should stop the match.
No. You're forgetting one thing, Igor Savinovich.
People like you love to hurt people,
A
right?
referee's in there to count 1, 2, 3. He's not in there to dictate if somebody's hurt or if somebody's not hurt. So I'll tell you something right now. The only thing that referee's going to do is if he gets this scrawny little frame in front of somebody like me or Kamala is get hurt.
Kamala all over the Invader number one. And he looks like a butcher chopping some meat right now.
Well, I'll tell you something right now, Igor Savinovich. He is bleeding and bleeding profusely. This man, Invader, I'm going to tell you right now, he hasn't got much strength left in his body because of the way the blood's flowing out of him, he's getting awful weak.
Kamala all over the Invader one. The referee, I think the referee is even more scared than the wrestling fans are.
I'll tell you something. See, there's Kamala. Takes the blood off the Invader's head and licks it. There's a man that don't care.
Oh.
There's a man that don't care. There's
You
a
see
man.
that blood just coming out from his tongue.
That's the kind of man this Kamala is. Kamala don't care. He wants to beat people up. You see, he's a non-stop machine, Hugo. Since this match started, he's been just constantly beating the Invader's head in.
The Invader one in trouble, his life in danger right now. The fans are concerned, and the referee should stop the match.
Well, I'll tell you something. I don't think any wrestling match should be stopped for any reason.
And he looks like Kamala is just warming up right now.
Kamala, that's right. Kamala's just, you know, he's a big old boy. He don't care. Nobody's going to tell him what to do. He goes where he wants and does what he wants when he wants.
Well, first of all, I don't think he will understand what the referee tells him out. I only think two people could make him understand. One is Friday, another one is the Arabian manager, Skander Akbar.
And I'll tell you, you don't see either one of them at ringside, do you,
Well,
so in other words,
they were barred from ringside.
I think Invader's got a lot of problems right now.
Invader one throwing some chops, but with no energy in his body.
Well, when you bled as bad as he's bleeding right now, Hugo, I'll tell you something. He hasn't got much energy left in that whole little body of his.
Why is the referee not stopped? Well, here he is.
The referee just
Signals
stopped
for the
it.
bell, and it's all over
The referee couldn't take it anymore. He couldn't watch the man. See, the man, I think maybe the Invader asked him, please stop this, I'm hurt too bad. But I don't think that's the way a wrestler should do it. Fight until you pin somebody, or fight until a man submits. Anything, go out there and stop it because he's hurt too bad. He's not hurt that bad.
Well, the Invader didn't want the match to be stopped, but obviously there's no reason for the referee to allow it to continue, as Invader was never had a fair chance to fight against Kamala, because even when you are in great shape.
He had a fair chance, Lugosevich. He had a fair chance. He climbed into the ring. Bodily, he climbed in the ring to wrestle the man, so he had a fair chance.
He's trying to go to the top rope for that splash. And
well, I'll tell you something, that referee might just get kicked right in the face.
The great Kamala declared victorious. The Invader #1 down on the mat. He's not moving.
I'll tell you something right now. He's hurt pretty bad. But I'll tell you something. Right there is a prime example of why referees have too much authority.
Kamala wanting to come back. The referee signals to Kamala to leave the ring area. And the Invader is not moving. Here comes the doctor in the ring while Kamala goes back into the dressing room. The doctor.
Now, this is the same doctor that didn't want him to wrestle because of an injury in a previous match, if you remember right.
Dr. Hector Gonzalez now. He's very concerned. The Invader is not moving, and the blood is just gushing out from the face, forehead, and head of the Invader.
Well, the Invader has been lacerated bad in the head. As you can see right there, he's checking the eyes. He knows the man's been injured. He's trying to find out where he's bleeding the most and trying to stop the bleeding. And Hector can't do nothing right there. The doctor, he can't do anything until he gets a little more help in there.
A bloody mess. This is what happens in professional wrestling when you fight against somebody like Abdullah the Butcher, somebody like Kamala, who are in the ring not for a pinfall, but to destroy your opponent.
Or somebody like Hangman Bobby Jaggers. You get that from me too once in a while, don't you?
Well, I have seen you use the whip on occasions.
On occasions, that's right. And I'll tell you something, brother. Where the Invader's at right now, you've never seen or never will see Hangman Bobby Jaggers carried out of a wrestling ring on a stretcher.
Fans, bloody matches in the World Wrestling Council is just part of every day's competition. The toughest man from all over the world come down to the Caribbean and all around the world to compete under the banner of the World Wrestling Council. You have seen such a clash here as Kamala victorious over the Invader. And I think it's fair to note that the Invader was injured prior to this match.
That's right. We've already stated that the doctor had warned Invader not to go back into the ring that night because he'd been injured previous. Invader being from his hometown in Puerto Rico, wanting to go back in front of the people. And ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the end product of that pride.
Bloody matches continues now as we are going to take you now.
Well, there's the Canadian Flash, you might say, Rick Martel. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. The Ugandan headhunter with that ferocious headdress. That's Kamala, and this is Vikingo, the referee.
Three handsome men in the ring, if I do say so myself.
What are those shrunken heads there? Are those? My goodness.
I think they're mementos from his ex-wives.
In any case, there's the handsome Rick Martel. Muscular. You can tell Martel has been in the gym. I don't know where he's been.
He's been in Uganda. Where do you think he's been in? That's why he's from he's Ugandan warrior, isn't he?
Ugandan warrior?
Ugandan warrior, or the invisible warrior, you know, whatever.
Well, it's very apparent to me that it's a mighty tough task for Rick Martel. He's outweighed. Perhaps the giant is stronger as well, safe to say. Rick Martel's going to have to use every ounce of wrestling knowledge and ability in his body.
right. Kamala's about 400 pounds. Doesn't exactly go by the rule book. Plays the game his way. Plays to win. It's going to be a long night for Mr. Rick Martel. I can feel it.
Well, if you count the 220 pounds outside the ring in the form of El Profe, Kamala's manager. Oh, look at this. Haymakers. And the Giant, oh, finally goes down from the drop kick. Here he is pounding. Kamala, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at this shower of rights on the head of the headhunter. Oh, Kamala didn't stay long, down for long. He is back with the elbow right square on the jaw of Martel.
You know, Ricky Martel's a great professional wrestler, but Kamala's not exactly your average professional wrestler. As you've noticed, he's about 6'7", 6'9", I don't know, about 400 pounds, and he's not exactly well schooled in the art of professional wrestling. He plays the game by his own rules. He punches, he kicks, he bites, he scratches, he gnaws, he claws, and that's why he's the Ugandan Warrior.
Right now, he's declared war on Rick Martel. And Rick Martel now anguishing, the anguished look in his face from the claw hold of this monster. Right under the arm. Oh, debilitating that. Have a one-armed wrestler after this hold.
The famous pectoralis major squeeze.
And now with his backs flat, and there's the count. With his shoulders flat on the mat, and Vikingo forced the count. But now Profe kibitzing from the outside there. Always in favor of his man, covering possible choke by Kamala. Profe is trying to count. Say, you can't be the manager and the referee at once. I think that would be a conflict of interest, Profe.
I think Ricky Martel's giving it up. I think Ricky Martel's had it. He can't get off the mat. There's nothing he can do about it. He can have a sellout crowd here at Roberto Clemente Coliseum. They're all screaming for him, but it doesn't matter because the Ugandan Warrior's got that big pec hold.
But no, there's a couple of haymakers from Martel, and he backs up the Ugandan Warrior, and now the boot right to the chop stops it all, and right back to that claw, and those massive hands of the Ugandan are dominating the psyche of Rick Martel. He just hasn't been able to get on track, and Profe isn't helping any from the outside. He has a verbal battle with the crowd. Meanwhile, Rick Martel has enough to handle in the person, I use that term loosely, Kamala.
Why are you getting on Profe? Profe's just doing his job. If you were a manager, you'd be cheerleading your signee. You'd be helping the person you're leading to a particular goal. Now, would you or would you not?
I don't know. You have to be a little nuts to manage a man like Kamala. Right now, Rick Martel off the ropes. A tackle, no effect. Oh my! Leapfrog from Kamala. That's the wildest thing I've seen in a while. Oh, here's the belly smack. That means either up ready for lunch, dinner, breakfast, or anything else he can grab a hold of. Namely, Rick Martel.
No, it's the famous Ugandan belly bounce dance. That means he's setting his prey up for the kill. That's exactly what that means.
I thought that's what I said, but obviously not. Rick Martel doesn't like it either way. Oh, now he comes off the rope with a haymaker, almost topples the Giant, but nothing doing. He's right back on the attack. There's a drop kick, but the Giant still bends, but he will not break. Oh, Giant chop, and that did it. A big chop right on the bullseye in front of his skull there. And now the crowd is up.
Well, it looks to me like the hunter has become the hunted. Rick Martel coming back on Kamala. Kamala's not exactly doing his Ugandan war dance now. He's doing some kind of other dance.
He's doing the two-step. But on one leg, Rick Martel is taking care of the other leg. Oh, boy. There it is. Giant legs on this Giant, as you would expect from a Giant.
Of course he's a Giant. He's got Giant everything.
Gigantic appetite as well, but let's see if he's going to go hungry in this match, because Martel is really doing well at this point. Much better than we'd think after the beginning of this match, when the Giant could do no wrong. Well, now Profit once again distracting the attention of Martel, and that could be deadly in this match.
You don't want to make a mistake against Kamala, because one mistake against Kamala could be the last mistake.
Yes. Now, Kamala coming back. Oh, he's leveled a couple of blows. That one's the coup de grace. Takes Martel off his feet. What will the Giant do next? Off the ropes comes Martel. Oh, a Giant boot. Well, foot actually. Right on the jaw. So the foot bone's connected to the jawbone in this case. And that's bad news for Rick Martel. And now back to that devastating claw hold, and I think that's a very good tactic. I don't know how much brain power Kamala has, but he certainly has a lot of power in that claw of his.
Are you trying to say Kamala's stupid?
No, I didn't say that.
You better not, because Kamala, not only does he have giant hands, giant feet, and a giant head, he's also got a giant brain.
Oh, Mama didn't raise no fools. I wouldn't say that about Kamala while he's anywhere, well, in the world, for that matter. Oh, did you hear that?
Yes, I heard it. He told Profi in Ugandanese that he's got him. Don't you understand Ugandanese?
Absolutely. I want to know if you did. Now Profi encouraging his man, says, just hold on there and he'll quit, but I don't know how much quit there is in Rick Martel, because he has not gained his respect in the wrestling world by being a quitter. Now you see rights coming off of, bouncing off of the Uganda Giant's face. Here's the big body slam, and the Ugandan Giant going back for the big splash. And he missed. Swing and a miss by Kamala. And Martel is alive. Here he comes now. Feet first into the midsection. Oh my. Rick Martel showing a lot of spunk, a lot of resistance, a lot of stamina. Oh, and there he caught one. He just was overconfident to the point of self-extinction, because Kamala now is in the driver's seat, and he's a reckless driver.
Looks to me like Ricky Martel. He's in the passenger seat, and that's the wrong seat to be in, because you got a 400-pound giant mad at him. testing his Ugandan feet out on him.
And of course, there you have the backseat driver El Profe outside the ring. Hanging upside down like Batman is Rick Martel. But I don't see Robin anywhere in sight, so he's going to have to fend for himself. And I tell you right now, it's not looking good for the young man from north of the border.
Montreal, to be exact.
Looking terrible right now because, as a matter of fact, the bell was rung by the referee. You see here, Martel gets out of the way, however. Again, the Giant makes one of the few mistakes he's made all match. And now he's in trouble. What a turnabout. Surprising.
Surprising, but I think it's time for Kamala to disappear.
He rolls out of that ring, and El Profe now, I think, he calls for the win, but I really doubt that.
Carlitos ha hecho la pase con Abdullah para enfrentarse a estos mutuos enemigos. Fallaba de momento el rodillazo. Abdullah se enojado con Carlitos. Y aquí comenzarían a empeorar las cosas. Vamos a ver lo que sucedió en esa lucha. En otro momento dado del encuentro, Dory castigaba a Carlitos. Carlitos buscaba llegar al relevo. Abdullah rehusaba entrar al cuadrilátero. Una pesadilla para Carlitos. En otro momento dado, Carlitos lo miraba con dormidón a Ric Flair. Entraba Dory que aquí de rodillas buscaba relevo. Y el monstruo Abdullah decía que no. Ric Flair seguía con el castigo. Todos se preguntaban por qué Abdullah no quería entrar, empujaba al árbitro también. En un momento terrible para Carlitos, Abdullah lo dejaría solo a merced de Dory Funk y Flair, que les dieron una golpiza a Carlitos en esa noche. Se marchó el monstruo y Carlitos recibió una golpiza. En otro momento dado, vamos a ver lo que sucedió. 5 de abril del 86, Carlitos defendió el campeonato universal ante el monstruo, la máquina, Abdullah el carnicero. Con 2 árbitros, uno de ellos había sido lastimado, aplicaba la figura 4, intentaba entrar Rambo Ronstar, el árbitro lo detenía. Y en esta confusión, cuando había intentado Ronstar ayudar al monstruo, el otro árbitro noqueado. De momento, en un tackle por parte de Abdullah, en este sangriento encuentro, Abdullah buscaba el triunfo. Carlitos lo eludía. El Invader número 1 entraba al rescate desde la tercera cuerda, le daba tremendo golpe al corazón. Y aquí mismo, ayudado por el Invader, Carlitos derrotaría al monstruo en el centro del cuadrilátero. Esto haría que la rivalidad se... Vamos a ver lo que sucede. Es ahora Fatou y Huracán Castillo. Entran en agarre, toma el árbitro, domina Huracán Castillo, buen candado sobre Fatou, aprieta por la cintura Fatou a Castillo, de nuevo, Castillo coloca muy bien esa llave, a Fatou no puede escaparse todavía, hay un agarre doble ahora, lo impulsa contra las cuerdas, tremendo tackle de Castillo, no cae Fatou, va a las cuerdas de nuevo, brinca ágilmente Fatou, lo sorprende Castillo con patadas voladoras.
Claro, no cayó en la primera ocasión, pero le aplicó esa patada voladora y al final lo hizo salir del cuadrilátero. Ahí vemos a Skandor Akbar observando a su muchacho.
No muy contento el general.
Pues imagínate.
Y la verdad es que la Monster Reaper ha logrado muchas cosas desde que se ha convertido en la apoderada de Huracán Castillo y Miguelito. Lucen en mejor condición física, se ven más positivos, tienen una tremenda condición en cuanto a combinaciones se refiere y suben con mucho entusiasmo, más positivo. La Monster les ha dado confianza y es que todo prácticamente lo que ha prometido la Monster lo ha cumplido con ellos.
Y hablando de sus contrarios, de Samoan SWAT Team, son 2 luchadores jóvenes y muy fuertes, asimilan muy bien el castigo y siempre están prestos a atacar a sus contrarios. Ahí está, Miguelito Pérez está protestando también, muy molesto con la actitud de los Samoan.
Y va a ser Savage, que se las va a ver contra Huracán Castillo. Toma de árbitro, presiona con un 4 al brazo en todo lo alto. Castillo a Savage, trata de romper la llave. Mira ahora, convierte en martillo. Savage la llave, mira la llave Castillo, convierte él en martillo y un codazo al lado de la cara. Potente el golpe, lo lleva a la esquina ruda, falla el golpe, conecta a Fatou.
Golpeó a su contrario porque se salió muy rápido.
Mira esto, se pelean los dos. Se pelean los dos y esto se le ha ido de las manos al general Skandor Akbar y el público está animado y Castillo y Miguelito también. Es que son tan salvajes estos. Samoan SWAT Team, que hasta entre ellos mismos se pelean.
Esto es muy peligroso para los muchachos de Skandor Akbar porque los saca de concentración. Skandor Akbar tratando de que ellos vuelvan a tener paz, pero es muy difícil. El público también está gritándole.
Wow. Y la Monster Reaper está también haciendo lo suyo desde abajo del ring, alentando a que el público los vuelva locos a ellos. Se dan el abrazo fraternal. Vamos a ver si todo quedó en el olvido. Le llama la atención también al árbitro de lo que hizo Castillo. Le echa la culpa a Castillo, pero verdaderamente Castillo lo que hizo fue defenderse, Eliud.
Anteriormente habían salido de esa llave con un golpe de codazo que sorprendió a Castillo. Pudimos observar algo raro ahí, Hugo.
Algo tenía en ese puño, sí, efectivamente. Nuestras cámaras agarraron el preciso momento donde algo tenía en ese puño Fatou y colocó al rostro ese golpe de Castillo en la lona y el público está protestando. Le dicen al árbitro que lo revise, la Monster Reaper también.
Lo hizo con una rapidez que no lo pudo observar el árbitro y menos lo pudo observar Castillo. Fíjate, nuevamente coloca su golpe bien conectado y pasa el objeto que no sabemos lo que es a su compañero fuera del cuadrilátero.
Y es ahora Savage, el hombre legal, él entra y él heredó el objeto que estaba utilizando su compañero. Lo lanza las cuerdas, patada de Huracán Castillo. Aquí está el suplex en todo lo alto. Dominando Castillo a Savage, lo agarra, lo lanza a las cuerdas, viene tremendo rodillazo.
Castillo se está moviendo dentro del cuadrilátero como él lo desea, con mucha agilidad, con mucha rapidez. Ahí está, colocando buen golpe al estómago de su contrario. Pide relevo entre Miguelito Pérez, que está golpeando fuertemente al Samoan.
Fatou desde afuera observa cómo Miguelito le está dando su merecido a Savage. Bueno, el codazo sobre Savage, Castillo fuera del ring. También Fatou, es Miguelito y Savage, que están enfrascados en un duelo donde lleva la mejor parte el puertorriqueño.
Lo golpeó bien rápido Miguelito Pérez para que no pudiera sacar su brazo y así continúa aprisionando su brazo luego de golpearlo. Se nota el dolor en su rostro. Se le hace muy difícil salir de esa llave que le está aplicando Miguelito Pérez.
Miguelito retiene la llave, cuidado con Savage, es peligroso. Cuando le dan la distancia a Savage, puede hacer muchas cosas dolorosas. Es una rapidez increíble que tiene Savage. Aquí lanza las cuerdas a Miguelito, falla el primer golpe, patadas voladoras sobre Savage, se sale del ring.
Falló el lazo y rápido salió del cuadrilátero, lo que le da tiempo para reponerse. Miguelito Pérez le dice que entre. Mientras tanto, le dice que se mantenga tranquilo ahí el árbitro.
Mira lo que hicieron en ese abrazo. Dieron la vuelta y es el otro el que entró ahora.
Ahí está el intercambio. Fíjate que entró. Está protestando Huracán Castillo.
Y el público también y la Monster, que fue ilegal, que Fatou no debe estar en el ring. Y es difícil porque se parecen tanto. Además, que usan la misma ropa. Son de Samoa, son familiares, se parecen y el estilo de lucha es parecido.
No,
el color de su piel también.
Que la decisión queda en el árbitro y si el árbitro no lo observó, pues no puede decirle que se salga.
Es así, compañero Liu González. Toma el árbitro de nuevo, domina Miguelito Pérez, produce relevo. Huracán Castillo va a la tercera cuerda. El Huracán se lanza con fuerte golpe, castigando a Fatou. Se produce relevo de nuevo. Viene Miguelito, repite la maniobra.
Qué facilidad con la que entra Miguelito Pérez y Huracán Castillo. Ahí vuelve, repite el castigo al brazo izquierdo. Vuelve el relevo nuevamente, buscando altura Miguelito y continúa.
Le está dando y no consejos a Fatou.
No, que va. Fíjate cómo aplica ese golpe con la facilidad con que entran y salen del cuadrilátero estos muchachos puertorriqueños, Miguelito Pérez y Huracán Castillo.
Fatou venía a implantar su fuerza y sus rudezas, pero los muchachos de Puerto Rico, el Caribbean Express, los han sorprendido con movimientos rápidos y Fatu está en la lona, víctima de un buen castigo por parte de Huracán Castillo.
Hugo, y fíjate el tiempo que ha transcurrido y los muchachos, ambas parejas continúan con la misma rapidez porque sus condiciones físicas son buenísimas.
Bueno, ese es el estilo de estas parejas. Los triunfos en ambas parejas se deben a la gran condición física, a su rapidez para llevarse el triunfo. Falla el golpe y lo sorprende con un tipo de ranita, retiene el balance y golpea con algo que sacó de la truza. Fatu y el público protesta al igual que Miguelito y la Monster.
Está visto, no se puede mantener a distancia estos Samoa SWAT Team, porque como tengan un poquito de distancia, aprovechan la oportunidad para atacar a su contrario.
Son peligrosos. Lanza afuera Savage a Castillo. Torea a Miguelito. Mientras afuera su compañero agarra y golpea a Huracán Castillo. Estos Samoan SWAT Team son peligrosos. Buscan el campeonato del Caribe. En esta la última lucha del aniversario 91. Y qué manera de cerrar con broche de oro esta gran cartelera, Eliu.
El peligro estaba acechando a Huracán Castillo, pero llegó en su ayuda Miguelito Pérez. Fíjate cómo sale el otro de los Samoan y tiene a Huracán Castillo que lo está castigando. Miguelito Pérez continúa protestando fuera.
No se han dado cuenta de lo que le está pasando a su compañero en el otro lado. Están completamente distraídos con el otro Samoan y nunca se dieron cuenta que por acá Savage le había dado una paliza a Huracán Castillo. Lucen bien, pero bien contentos los Samoan SWAT Team.
Fue castigado brutalmente Huracán Castillo. Lo lanzó también contra el esquinero, contra los bordes del cuadrilátero. Pero como estaba entretenido Castillo, Miguelito no observó la paliza que recibió Huracán Castillo.
Y mira esto, buscando la distancia. Lo tienen el enganche. Power Slam. Busca la victoria. Entra Miguelito al rescate.
Debe buscar el relevo lo antes posible Huracán Castillo, ya que ha recibido mucho castigo. Relevos de Samoan SWAT Team.
Oh, cuidado. Va la tercera cuerda. Fatu se lanza con golpe de artes marciales y dio en el blanco. Le apagaron las luces a Miguelito o a Castillo. Entra Miguelito aquí. El árbitro lo saca, le abren el compás. Miguelito tratando de ayudar y Huracán Castillo en la lona y no se mueve. Está completamente fuera de sí. Fueron dos golpes tremendos los que recibió.
Podríamos decir que este es el momento más difícil de Huracán Castillo en el encuentro. Recibió nuevamente otro golpe con ese objeto que no sabemos lo que es, pero que está dando un impacto fuerte a la frente de Huracán Castillo, que ha recibido mucho castigo.
El público muy preocupado con lo que le está pasando al Huracán Castillo. Tremendo cabezazo y cae a los pies prácticamente de Savage. Es el árbitro quien lo vigila, lo lanza a la cuerda Castillo, falla el golpe, viene Castillo, tremendas patadas voladoras, la segunda la falló, debió haber llegado a la esquina de Miguelito.
Se le hizo muy difícil esa segunda patada voladora porque ha recibido mucho castigo, debía buscarle el relevo, perdió esa oportunidad, continúa recibiendo castigo, fuertes cabezazos Huracán Castillo.
Quieren llevarse el campeonato en pareja del Caribe, los hombres que son reconocidos como campeones mundiales de la UWA, campeones de relevos australianos de 3 también con su primo de Grey Coquina, y ahora buscan el título de campeones en pareja del Caribe. Un Huracán Castillo bastante adolorido, pero que no quiere rendirse.
Continúa ejerciendo mucha presión y se ve muy mal Huracán Castillo en este momento. Volvemos a insistir que debe tratar de conseguir el relevo, ya que Miguelito se encuentra en mejores condiciones fuera del cuadrilátero en este encuentro que es por el campeonato del Caribe en parejas.
Fuerte la presión, castigando con calambres a las carótidas, paralizando completamente a Huracán Castillo. La Monster tratando de animar a sus muchachos. Miguelito en espera del relevo. La Monster alentando a Castillo. Se incorpora, fuerte el codazo, el segundo, el tercero y maronazo a la cabeza.
Estaba atacando ahí Huracán Castillo y continúa atacando, pero recibe una patada fuerte que lo lanza nuevamente a la lona. Mientras tanto, le pide acción al público Miguelito Pérez.
Se escapa a tiempo, pero no tiene la fuerza suficiente para doblegar a sus rivales. La llave de tirabuzón bien aplicada por parte de Fatou sobre Castillo. Y está Savage dándole una manito desde afuera para duplicar la fuerza, aplicar esa llave.
Fíjate cómo toma la mano de su compañero desde afuera para tener mayor apoyo. Ahora continúa ejerciendo mucha presión sobre Huracán Castillo, que no ha podido salir de esa llave. Vuelve a apoyarse de su compañero, el árbitro Víctor Quiñones. No puede observarlo. Se pone de pies el árbitro mientras continúa recibiendo esa llave fuerte. Huracán Castillo no ha podido salir de ella.
Y la Monster Reaper está bien, pero bien enojada con lo que ha estado viendo. El general Skandor Akbar está contento. El campeonato en pareja del Caribe en juego. Los muchachos de Puerto Rico, Miguelito y Castillo, manejados por la Monster Reaper contra los retadores, el Samoan SWAT Team, Fatou y Savage, manejados por el general Skandor Akbar.
En este momento parece que se va alejando el campeonato del Caribe en pareja de las cinturas de Miguelito Pérez y Huracán Castillo. Yo creo que Huracán, al primer momento que tenga oportunidad, debe buscar un relevo. Mientras tanto continúan ambos contrarios observando desde afuera el Samoan SWAT Team y Miguelito Pérez.
Ahí sigue la presión por parte de Fatou. Castillo reacciona, pero lo mandan a la lona. Lo agarró por el cabello y el árbitro le llama la atención, pero aprovecha para entrar Savage ahora cuando Miguelito quería entrar al rescate y de nuevo castigan con calambres a las carótidas. Especialidad de la casa por parte del Samoan SWAT Team, ahora es Savage.
Y luego de ese cabezazo, cualquier llave hubiera sido bien efectiva porque el cabezazo fue bien fuerte. Ahí continúa ejerciendo mucha presión. No puede ni ponerse de pies Huracán Castillo.
Observa bien contento el general Skandor Akbar. La presión es enorme por parte de Savage, castigando con calambres. Y en estos momentos trata de incorporarse, pero no lo consigue todavía el Huracán Castillo. El público alentando, al igual que la Monster Reaper, a Huracán.
Continúa la presión sobre Huracán Castillo. Mientras tanto, pidiendo la acción la Monster Reaper a Huracán Castillo, que está colocando buenos codazos.
Falla el lazo. Tremenda plancha de Huracán Castillo. Se descubre Savage. Y entra Miguelito. Lo provocan. Y ahora se sirve con la cuchara grande. Por poco se llevan al árbitro. Se agacha y es Castillo con doble lazo. Hace tremendo daño al Samoan SWAT Team. Vamos a ver si llega Castillo donde está Miguelito.
Se lo llevó Huracán Castillo, pero no ha podido llegar a la esquina para el relevo. Lo logró en este momento. Ahora puede salir y entra Miguelito Pérez atacando fuertemente a su contrario. Ahí está con ese lazo fuerte, conectando fuertes golpes contra sus contrarios.
¡Wow! Miguelito como apagando fuego aquí en el cierre de aniversario 91. Cabezazo sobre Miguelito. Momento culminante del encuentro. Los cuatro sobre el ring. Tierra de nadie. Sálvese el que pueda. Los campeonatos en juego. Choque de trenes. El Samoan SWAT Team en problemas. Tremendo lazo sobre Savage. Se queda Fatou en el ring. Castillo busca a Savage.
Se quedan los hombres que tienen que estar dentro del cuadrilátero. Miguelito Pérez ahí se lanzó, pero falló Miguelito Pérez. Aprovecha su contrario para conectar. Fuerte patada.
Falló el lance y colocó una patada enorme. Fatou, que va a buscar la victoria. La tercera cuerda. La Monster Reaper le hace temblar las cuerdas. Se faulea. Fatou, Miguelito va aprovechando. Lo agarra en una superplex en todo lo alto. La Monster Reaper lo ha hecho de nuevo. Ha ayudado a sus muchachos. Y así cerramos con esta victoria con broche de oro. El aniversario 91. Esta es la revancha.
Okay, wrestling fans, here comes the bad boys of wrestling. And we're talking about some mean wrestlers here, including Hercules Ayala, Abdullah the Butcher. We got Chicky Star. We got the Iron Sheik.
And you got Grizzly Boo,
the Mountain Man. Okay, here we go. Special cage built up for this. 2 rings. Once they're in, the door gets locked. Nobody could come out There's a roof on the cage. The only way to win is to handcuff the other 5 opponents.
And look who's locking the cage door. Who is that?
That's Mr. Victor Quiñones.
Oh, it's Victor Quiñones, the guy who needed the haircut. The guy who runs around at Danny's, who hangs out at Elizabeth's. Isn't that him?
Well, I don't know about that, Mr. Rogers. Okay, there is the lock. And like we said, the rules, you have to handcuff your opponents on some chains that are on the walls of this cage. Once you handcuff your 5 opponents, then you are declared the winner, and the referee will give you some keys to open up the handcuffs of the man on your team that were handcuffed, and then you have 5 minutes to beat up the opponents that are handcuffed. And on one side is Chicky Star and Invader going at it. There's nowhere to escape though, Rogers.
Oh, fun for my friend Chicky. You got all these rule breakers like Carlitos Colón, Bruiser Brody, TNT, the Invader. They're a bunch of rule breakers, and you got them trying to beat up my friends, my allies, my compadres, like Grizzly Boone, like Hercules Ayala, like Chicky Star, like Abdullah the Butcher, and like the Iron Sheik. And I think it's an unfair advantage because you've got all these crazy carabiners cheering for Carlitos Colón and company.
Okay, we have a matchup in the corner by Colón and Abdullah. And there is an Iron Sheik trying to help Chicky Star. TNT going at it in the corner with Chicky Star. And there is the vigilante Dutch Mantel.
And look at the stupid, ugly hair on his back. He needs to shave the hair on his back. He looks like he's Puerto Rican.
Look at the ring, the special war cage. And TNT connecting some tremendous karate chops on Chicky Star. Blood gushing out on the head of Chicky Star. This is the way it looks from our top camera. In the corner, Brody doing some damage on the big man.
No, wait a minute.
Grizzly
That's the
Boone.
way I see it. I see it. Grizzly Boone doing some damage on Bruiser Brody. Report the facts as they're really happening. And look at Chicky Star beating up TNT. I love it.
TNT is beating up on Chicky Star. That's the way I see it. Hercules getting hit on the corner, and there's different battles going on at the same time. Remember, you see those chains hanging on the side of the walls. They have a handcuff, and that's where you got to put one of the arms of your opponent. And the winners are the team that handcuffed their 5 opponents.
But what if the bad boys would happen to lose? What would happen if they would lose? You mean, are you trying to tell me?
They're gonna get beat up. That's right.
You mean you've got 5 minutes, 300 seconds to pummel, to bruise, to kick, to bite, to gouge?
That's
the losing team, they can do anything they want to?
Anything goes, and no one is allowed to interfere till the referee says the 5 minutes are up, and that is a stipulator in the contract when they were contracted for this great war. And there is the vigilante Dutch Mantel all over the big mountain man. Grizzly Boone, TNT is in a battle with Abdullah the Butcher. The Invader in the corner with Chicky Star. The Iron Sheik is in a battle with Bruiser Brody. Hercules Ayala in trouble with Carlos Colón. This is the Great War, as it only happens in Caribbean wrestling, the hottest action sanctioned by the World Wrestling Council. There's a figure 4 leg lock on Ayala.
It's a figure 4 on Ayala, but what's got into Carlitos Colón? Why is he trying to make him submit? Because it has nothing to do with trying to put somebody's hand in a handcuff. See, you got to be smart. You got to know what the rules are.
You have to destroy your opponent in order for him to be weak enough so you could put him on that chain with the handcuffs.
Yeah, but you got to be smart. When you see Hercules Ayala, he's going to take Colón and put his wrist up in that handcuff. He's not going to worry about a figure 4 leg lock. When you see somebody like Grizzly Boone, he's going to beat his man into submission. He's going to put his hand in the handcuff. He's not going to waste his time like Dutch Mantel's doing. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay,
wait a minute. No. Get away from that. Well, wait a minute.
Ayala, Hercules Ayala, he has been handcuffed here at the Sports Palace in Mayo West. 2 hours and a half away from San Juan City, the capital of Puerto Rico, Mayo West, where this matchup is taking place. The big confrontation between the Justice Army of Carlos Colón against the Chicky Stars Sports Club of his army. And Ayala has been handcuffed
Big Hercules is out of it. And now look at the way Invader is smacking on Hercules. He can't do nothing to protect himself.
Oh, Mr. Cheap Shot Invader. It would be, look at him, he's saying, get up. He knows he can't get up. He's handcuffed by us with a steel chain and handcuffs. Look at the cheap shot artist. It would take somebody low down like the Invader to beat up on somebody that's helpless, somebody that's incapacitated.
Let's not forget Rip Rogers. This is the Great War. This is not a regular match. Here you're fighting just to survive inside the cage. There is no rules with exception of handcuffing your opponents. Everything goes, low blows, low kicks, biting, brass knuckles, whatever you might be able to bring inside. Everything is legal, as this is a different world for the men involved.
Yeah, but still, it's a low blow. It's not fair. You wouldn't see me pulling something like that. I would wrestle fair. I would wrestle square. I would wrestle clean, because I always abide by the rules. Now look, the so-called Justice Army.
Okay, wait a minute. We saw in one corner the Iron Sheik. He almost has TNT in the handcuffs. Wait a minute. He's got him. The Iron Sheik got TNT. He has fallen prisoner now. And now it's even. We got one from the Justice Army and one from Chicky's Army. And now there are 4 men in each team.
Well, I would say it's quite an accomplishment by the Iron Sheik, because they were outnumbered 5-4, but still he put TNT.
Oh, wait a minute. Now we see Grizzly Boone.
No, wait a minute. That's cheating it, because they've got one more man. One more man the Justice Army has.
Grizzly Boone now on handcuffs. He was double teamed in the corner. And now Chicky starts trying to help him, but it's too late. He's been handcuffed. So now the Chicky's Sports Club's Army is in disadvantage. 2 of his powerful men, the Mountain Man, Grizzly Boone, and Hercules, are handcuffed. So we're looking at some disadvantage now. Let's see what happens here. The Invader. He's got Chicky outside the ropes. This is the action of the Great War. Abdullah the Butcher trying to handcuff Carlos Colón. He's getting close to doing so in the corner. Meanwhile, the Invader.
Just what I thought. Somebody low down like the Invader. He's either got to kick somebody in the lower extremities, or he's got to beat up on somebody who's helpless in a hand. That's about his speed.
Okay,
that's why I don't like him.
Wait a minute. The Invader's got the Chicky Star in the corner. The handcuffs are almost put in his wrist. It's getting close. He's got him. He's got him. Chicky Star is in trouble now. 3 of the sports clubs, man, are handcuffed.
Look at the cheap shot. Look at him. Look at the bully on the block.
Whoa.
The Invader's tough when Chicky's handcuffed. But what would happen? What would happen if the tables were reversed? Yeah, Mr. Tough Guy.
Okay, now
Mr.
we're looking
Tough
at
Guy.
just Abdullah the Butcher and the Iron Sheik that are still fighting for the win on the sports club. Let's see what happens here. Carlos Colón trying to handcuff Abdullah the Butcher. Meanwhile, the Invader going at it on Chicky Star, who is a bloody mess.
Don't rub it in.
Okay, wait a minute. 1 second. What's happening in this corner with Abdullah and Carlos Colón? Carlos Colón struggling to put those handcuffs on those big wrists of the wild man from Sudan.
It's just too bad Domingo Robles is not in there to help him.
Oh, stop it with Domingo Robles. I'm fed up with you and Robles. I'm sick of Robles. I don't want to hear of Robles again. Okay, here we go. Abdullah the Butcher in a struggle with Carlos Colón in the corner. Things are not looking too great for the Army. Chicky Star in bad shape. Here comes Invader. Headbutt by Colón. The Invader goes to the other side of the ring. Let's see what happens here. Colón in a corner with Abdullah the Butcher. And Brody has fallen victim of the handcuff. Wait a minute, things are looking more even now as Brody has fallen victim of the handcuffs. Let's see what develops in this great war. Carlos Colón being attacked now by Abdullah the Butcher. The Iron Sheik has the Invader in jeopardy.
And listen to the people. They're screaming, they're cheering, they're going, Sheik, beat up the Invader. Go, Iron Sheik. Handcuff him, because all the people admire way. They're cheering for Abdullah. They're cheering for the Iron Sheik.
The fans know better. The TV audience knows better. They could hear for themselves. Okay, the Invader being double teamed here by the Sheik and Abdullah. Here it comes Carlos Colón. Headbutt of both Abdullah and the Sheik. Now it's a four-way inside the Great War. Only 4 men are losing the ring, and we said the only way to finish this confrontation is by handcuffing all the 5 opponents. Now there's a battle between the Sheik and Invader, and this is going to go down the wire. Look out with the Sheik, the ex-amateur wrestler, doing some good moves on the Invader. Okay, here we go. He has the handcuffs on the Invader. Yes, he's got him. I think he does. Rogers, I think the Iron Sheik has handcuffed.
Yes! Now we'll see the bad boys in that.
Abdullah the Butcher has been handcuffed. So now it's one-on-one. The destiny, the victory depends on who can handcuff the other between Colón and the Iron Sheik.
I'm putting my money on it.
He's got a foreign object on his hand.
Well, so what? You said there's no rules, no disqualification. Anything goes.
Excuse me, Mr. Rogers.
Wow! And look at that punch to the head by the Sheik.
The Iron Sheik punishing on Colón. And now the fans are going crazy here.
They're yelling, "Go, Sheik, go!" I can hear them. I'm not stupid.
They're rooting for the Justice Army.
They're rooting for Domingo Robles.
Robles again. The fans have erupted here as they could feel that the victory could come at any second, and it could go either way. What a match. This is the Great War, where the tough men come to compete and prove why they are in this strong and dangerous profession.
That's right, the bad boys of professional wrestling. And we're talking about bad boys. We're talking about the Iron Sheik, Chicky Star, Abdullah the Butcher, Hercules, Ayala. Men, real men, not skinny wimps like Dutch Mantel.
Now wait a minute, look at what is happening here. There's a free chain with a handcuff on the other side, but the Sheik went where Chicky Star was, and he handcuffed him right where Chicky Star is. There must be a purpose here. Look out. The Iron Sheik has a foreign object all over the head of Colón, blood gushing out. Okay, we have the winners. Carlos Colón has been handcuffed. The winners of the Great War, the Chickies Army, the sports club. And now the referee has given the Iron Sheik the keys so he could liberate or set free his friends, his partners of the army. And once that is accomplished, they will have 5 minutes to beat up none other than the Justice Army. The fans are sad, but I see Rogers is having a great time right here.
Hey, this is great. I can just see, I love it when the Iron Sheik beats up Carlos Colón. I think it's true justice when Abdullah the Butcher beats up the so-called Justice Army. It's only fair that Chicky Star gets 5 minutes with Dutch Mantel. It's a privilege and a pleasure to see Grizzly Boone beat up the so-called good guys. It's my pleasure, it's my privilege to be co-host on this video and watch Hercules Ayala, one of the strongest men in wrestling, one of the real bad boys in professional wrestling. It's a pleasure to sit here and watch him beat up the Invader.
Okay, Abdullah the Butcher, he wants to be set free. He wants to join the big party here. Oh, look at that, with a belt now. Whoa.
Oh, so what? You're the man that said there are no rules. You're the co-host that said anything goes. You're the Mr. TV announcer that said anything goes when the whistle blows. Okay. You're the man that told me the rules on this E&G promotion of the bad boy videos, that no matter what, you can do anything you want to.
Look at Iron Sheik. He's digging that belt buckle on the forehead of Carlos Colón.
What's going to improve his looks? Just like Grizzly Boone's improving the looks of TNT.
Okay,
and look at Hercules Ayala.
He's
trying to break the ribs of TNT, and that's what I call justice.
And the fans are sad at the Sports Palace.
The favorites to win this great war have fallen victims of the Iron Sheik, Abdullah the Butcher, Hercules Ayala.
Why don't you cry in your spilled? Look at the Invader. He don't look so tough now, does he? A while ago, he was picking on Chicky Star, and now Chicky's getting some revenge because the Invader doesn't look so tough now, does he? He's pretty tough when he could pick on somebody tied up against a cage with a handcuff, but now that the tables have been reversed, now that it's his turn.
Oh, look out, here comes Abdullah to the other side of the ring. This could spell trouble for the guys handcuffed on the other side. As Abdullah's getting closer to the other side. Brody is keeping some of the rivals away with his big kicks. But on the corner, something strange is going on. Chicky Star and the Iron Sheik have let Colón free before the 5 minutes. And this could be something.
I think coming out of the crowd, it's Domingo Robles.
Now, wait a minute, please get Domingo Robles out. We have noticed that the Iron Sheik, it's all over Carlos Colón. They were not supposed to let them free before the 5 minutes.
Well, the Sheik's not an expert timekeeper. He doesn't have a watch on him. How's he supposed to know? Besides, he wants to cripple. He wants to put the camel clutch on Carlitos Colón. That's
the reason. Okay.
See, you think the Sheik's dumb.
All right.
You think he's stupid, but he's a genius.
Okay, the Iron Sheik's got the camel clutch on Carlos Colón. Look at the pressure on it. Meanwhile, more punishment by Chicky Star on TNT Abdullah. It's all over. The Invader won. And that deadly camel clutch, the famous submission hold of the Iron Sheik. All over Carlos Colón. No submission could be accomplished here, as there's no referee here to signal. And the Iron Sheik definitely causing some punishment on the lower back of Colón with that camel clutch, and plus the kicks of Chicky Star. Disaster for the Justice Army. They have been beat up badly by the bad guys of professional wrestling. Abdullah the Butcher. Did you see that head almost went through the openings of that cage?
Yeah, it would improve the looks of the Dutch Mantel, the so-called vigilante. Who cares?
Punishing on the Invader one. Chicky Star giving some more shots on Carlos Colón. More punishment. More blood on the forehead of Carlos. And on the corner.
Oh, I love this. I enjoy this. Look at Carlitos Colón. Look at the ledge. Look at the Iron Sheiks. He's given up 43 times. I've heard him 43 times say, I give up.
Okay,
I give up.
We see the Iranian flag being brought into the ring by Chicky Star. Look out. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, Iran #1, the Sheik #1. That's what's going on.
How could you do that, Rogers?
Very easily. Iran #1, the Sheik #1. Wow, and look at that right there.
Using that metal flagpole, using it to his advantage, Chicky Star completing the damage on the Justice Army, the winners of this great war. And look at Ayala, he's got the turnbuckle off. You talking about destruction? There's Carlos, that pole up his throat. My goodness. You're talking about getting beat up, embarrassed, and destroyed at the same time, while thousands of fans are sad watching, and there's nothing you can do about it but witness.
I would say it was a bad day for the Justice Army.
You are right,
Excedrin
sir.
headache #1. Sort of like going 0 for 4, missing all your free throws, having 5 passes intercepted, getting knocked out in the first 30 seconds of a fight. But today, in the Bad Boys tape, you finally get to see who's really bad. Hercules Ayala, Chicky Star, the Iron Sheik, Grizzly Boone, and Abdullah the Butcher, the bad boys of wrestling, the baddest of the bad. And look at Carlitos Colón.
And he
look at Dutch Mantel.
He keeps it coming. He keeps it coming. The Iron Sheik not letting go. The 5 minutes have passed already, and they kept on with the beating here.
The fans are getting more and more worried as the 5 minutes have passed already. Referees coming in. Some other wrestlers, I think, making their way into the ring.
Is it Domingo Robles?
Stop it with Domingo Robles. I'm going to go and investigate on this situation, Rogers, and perhaps we're going to find out if he got paid off by this. Okay, the Invader reacted, but a little bit too late as the damage has been done. Carlos laying down, found a bloody mess, and more embarrassing, the fact that the Justice Army was defeated by Chiqui's Army. Your winners are the bad boys of wrestling. Chiqui Star, Hercules Ayala, the Iron Sheik, Abdullah the Butcher, and the Big Mountain Man, Grizzly Boone. And there are your results inside the cage. Carlos laying down a lot of blood, and I think he's completely out. Senseless.
And what a way to end this tape. This promotion of E&G Productions. What a way to show the fans who the true bad boys of professional wrestling really are. What a way to close. What a way to end it. Glory. Glory personified. But the big question in everyone's mind, the question that Hugo Savinovich has, the question that I have, the question that E&G Promotion wants to know, the big question is, in Bad Boys 2, when will the emergence of Domingos Robles finally take place?
Okay, I think we heard enough of you, Mr. Rogers. Okay, the final result of this great war is the Sports Club obtaining a big victory over the Justice Army, and Carlos not moving an inch from the ring, and there's concern on the looks of all his friends here and fans have gathered around this special cage, as not only that camel clutch was applied to him, but also he was hit severely by that flagpole, and powerful kicks by the Sheik, by Chiqui Star, and then that flagpole against his throat area and some other punishment. Fans, this has been... Okay, wrestling fans, here we go. Next bout. Bad boys of wrestling. Tiger Jeet Singh from India taking on the mighty Igor from Poland. Your comments, Rip Rogers.
Look at Igor kissing that fat, ugly woman out there. And there's Miguelito Perez's dad out there. He's trying to kiss Igor, so you know what kind of guy he is. Hey, I'm here to see my main man, Tiger Jeet Singh, into action, baby, because he's one of the meanest, one of the most fantastic wrestlers I've ever seen. And look at that, Igor. He's kissing.
Affection. That's the affection of a wrestler to his fans.
Yeah, he's kissed every fat one. All right. That's what I like. That's what I want to see. That's why the people bought this video. That's why the people rented this video. That's why the people stole this video. They want to see Tiger Jeet Singh in action. They want to see the wild man. They want to see the crazy man. They're not here to see mighty Igor kiss these fat, ugly women. They're here to see the Tiger Man. They're here to see Tiger Jeet Singh.
Oh, there goes Tiger Jeet Singh all over Igor. Referee Ricky Vargas attempting to push this man away from the powerful mighty Igor. And we're talking about guys that are rough in professional wrestling. This man has left a lot of scars in a lot of bodies in professional wrestling, not to mention the faces of a lot of wrestlers. Look at Igor.
Face. Look at that face right there. You've got the blood flowing down his head because he's messing with the Tiger Man. And my friend Tiger Jeet Singh, he's going to make an example that anytime you kiss a fat, ugly woman, that's what's going to end up when you mess with him.
Well, here is the manager of Igor, Jose Miguel Perez, trying to guide his wrestler into their ring. And it's becoming already a bloody mess on the face of Igor, who was hit hard, violently by that cane that Tiger Jeet Singh brings into the ring as part of his, she said, national outfit or whatever. But I think it's just a way to disguise his savage behavior and likes to use that to hurt his opponents.
Wow! I love it the way he hits that Igor, because that Igor, he's needed a butt kicking for some time. And look at this chair, baby. Whoa, I love it.
I love it, Hugo. I love the way my man Tiger Jeet Singh.
ENG Productions was not mistaken to mention that this was the bad boys of wrestling tape, and you're looking at one of them, Tiger Jeet Singh, and we could mention another of his men like that, Abdullah the Butcher. This people have caused a lot of injuries in professional wrestling, especially in the countries where they have wrestled, Japan, Canada, Africa. They have created some legendary reputations in those countries.
Well, Tiger Jeet Singh, he's known in Japan, he's known in Germany, he's known in South Africa, he's known in Japan, he's known the world over, baby. And on today's ENG Productions Promotions presents, that's right, the Bad Boys tapes. And when you bought this video, you get to see the Tiger Man before about 50,000 crazy people out there.
I'm starting to think that ENG Productions likes the bad guys. Something tells me that he might be a little bit kinky. I don't know. Let's leave it at that on the comments, but here we go. Now it's Mighty Igor making his way of payback on Tiger Jeet Singh all over the head and forehead of Jeet Singh, and I think there's some blood already on the head of the Tiger Man. Now he's feeling the same punishment he gave out on the strong man from Poland, Igor, and he's now on the mat. Now, what do you have to say about this, Rip Rogers?
I'm just saying that Tiger Jeet Singh is one of the meanest men in the world of professional wrestling, and Igor better not turn his back, and that's just what happens when you turn your back. When you turn your back on one of the bad boys professional wrestling, including Tiger Jeet Singh, you're in for nothing good, baby.
Okay, Igor, it's all over. Jeet Singh with that stick. And the vicious Indian wrestler backs away as the strong man from Poland hits him all over. Referee is Ricky Vargas, and this has been a wild brawl from the beginning. Now things have changed, and it's Igor who goes crazy, pushing the referee away. Wow. Now it's Igor has gone crazy, and he is using that wood to open up some cuts on the head of the man from India, Jeet Singh, who is not used to seeing himself in this predicament.
Well, usually you see Tiger Jeet Singh on top. But what's he doing right now? That's right, the referee's pulled the board away.
He's got something. He's sticking something out of his boot. Look out, yes. I believe that the referee has disqualified this bout, as now Jeet Singh, it's all over. The man from Poland looks like a fork to me, Rogers. Like I say, Jeet Singh in a lot of ways familiar to Abdullah the Butcher, and he's got a fork now that he's using all over. The man from Poland, who's got a bear hug, has his only defense to protect himself from Tiger Jeet Singh.
When you're talking about the bad boys professional wrestling, you're talking about legends like Abdullah the Butcher. You're talking about crazy men like Tiger Jeet Singh. And you're talking about the bad boys professional wrestling.
Oh, look out! Did you see that shot with that fork on the side of the neck?
That's right, Hugo, I did, and I loved every minute of it, because when you rent, when you buy, when you steal this bad boy's tape, that's what you, if you want to see blood.
What do you mean steal?
If you want to see blood, if you want to see gore, that's why you're here, baby. You want to see the bad boys. They're not here to see Hurricane Castillo. We're not here to see the mighty Igor. We're here to see the stars shine. And the stars shining today in ENG Production in the Bad Boys tape is none other than Tiger Jeet Singh.
Well, there might be a lot of people rooting for mighty Igor. You never know. You know, it's a democratic way of looking at a sport too. You know, nobody has to be just on one side. You know, some people like the other guys too.
Well, I'm for Abdullah the Butcher because he's my friend. I'm for the other bad boy, Tiger Jeet Singh. I'm for Domingo Robles, and I'm sure all the people before this sellout crowd in Hiram Bithor, they're all for Tiger Jeet Singh too.
Okay, the match has been officially over, but nothing has been able to control this two men. They broke all the rules right from the beginning. Referee has not been able to control the action of this match, and now he's just trying to break this man apart here. Ricky Vargas having no luck, and even the manager trying to control here. And this has, to me, it was never an official bout from the beginning. Okay, some more pressure on the bear hug of Igor on Tiger Jeet Singh. He has stopped the vicious Indian wrestler from attacking him, using all that power to keep him without being able to escape, and also using part of his head crushing on the chest area.
Well, there's no doubt that Mighty Igor is one of the strongest men in all the world of professional wrestling today, but when you're talking about the bad boys of professional wrestling, pain means nothing. The pain in the ribs, the pain in the lower back.
What happened to your bad boy? He's in trouble right now.
Hey, don't get on me, because Tiger Jeet Singh...
Okay, he's biting him now. He's biting, using those his famous teeth, the tiger claws, all over the head of Igor.
Well, if you want to see a bad boy, you're talking about biting, you're talking about kicking, you're talking about scratching, you're talking about using every weapon in your arsenal.
Including the headbutt.
Including the headbutt. Igor's a bad man. He's a tough man, but this
Whatever
is a tiger
happened
man.
to the bad boy? He's not getting his way. Now a real low blow right in the groin area by Tiger Jeet Singh, desperate as Igor was getting the best of the exchange with powerful headbutts. Now he's got like a rope or something around the throat of Igor, breaking all the rules.
Well, he's got a complete hardware. It sort of reminds me of somebody else I know, a complete hardware in that wrestling ring.
Okay, let's not get personal here, Mr. Rogers. Okay, here we go. Referee trying to control manager Miguel Perez. He's complaining about that rope on the throat of his wrestler. The referee's not paying any attention to what Jeet Singh is doing to Igor. Meanwhile, Miguel Perez is upset.
The referee's just doing his job. He's the manager. He's not supposed to be in that ring. It's not
Tiger. He's upset about it.
Well, I can't help it if he's upset. It's not Tiger Jeet Singh.
Okay, wait a minute. Here comes Jeet Singh.
That's what he gets. That's what he deserves. That's justice. That's the true
okay, finally, referee finally puts an end to this match, if you could call it that. To me, it was never an official encounter, but now, besides what we have seen, the blood on this match, now we're dealing with Tiger Jeet Singh all over the manager of the strong man from Poland. And I think he has hurt Miguel Perez.
Well, that's what he gets. He deserves that for sticking his nose in my man Tiger Jeet Singh's business. It's none of the business of Miguel Perez. That's what he gets for sticking his nose in there. And as far as Tiger Jeet Singh, it takes a real bad boy to take on two men. He's beat up the mighty Igor. He's beat up.
Okay, wait a minute. The manager gives him the stick back. And this could be revenge here as the fans go crazy here at the stadium, and Jeet Singh does what you, the bad boys, do best: run away. Let's take you to another exciting match in the bad boys of wrestling. Landel, cuando era el campeón del Caribe y se enfrentaba al ex campeón TNT, quien le tenía mucha riña en los comentarios de la Cruz de Puerto Rico, Carlitos Colón, y el rey de la lucha libre, Chiqui Star.
Exactamente, Boris Landel se está enfrentando a TNT cuando tenía pintura, cosa que no tiene en este momento, y Boris Landel va a tener un encuentro muy interesante aquí con TNT. TNT ha probado y le ha comprobado a toda la fanaticada que es bueno, que tiene materia de campeón, pero en esta ocasión él no es el campeón. Tiene que demostrar que puede ser el campeón del Caribe en esa ocasión y derrotar a Boris Landel 1, 2 y 3.
TNT es un gran luchador, pero tiene que cuidarse mucho de Boris Landel, que es un gran luchador y además de eso aplica la figura 4 muy bien. Aquí está TNT buscando rápidamente al rubio platinado Nature Boy Boris Landel. Un tipo de lucha diferente, rápido, bien movido, buena pegada, buen dominio de las llaves, y como apuntó Carlitos, también utiliza la figura 4 a la perfección. Aquí está, toma de árbitro contra el esquinero, y se puede esperar en este encuentro muchos golpes por la rivalidad existente entre TNT y este Nature Boy Boris Landel. Hubo un detalle importante, y es que el Boris Landel se parece lo físico, y el estilo de lucha libre también es similar al de Ric Flair.
Muy positivo tu comentario, Carlos. Inclusive, Ric Flair siempre apuntó que este es uno de los luchadores que él admiraba, porque un muchacho joven como él había logrado en tan poco tiempo convertirse en una gran carta de triunfo dentro de la National Wrestling Alliance cuando estaba militando Nature Boy Boris Landel. Aquí está la contralona por parte de TNT, busca el toque de espalda, buscando rápidamente el campeonato, el Karateka Ninja.
Aquí TNT está luciendo muy bien en ese momento, pero mi pregunta es la siguiente: ¿podrá hacer TNT eso esta noche contra Leo Bell? Un hombre que tiene toda la capacidad, toda la inteligencia, y un hombre que también aplica la figura 4, pero Leo Bell la aplica a la perfección. O sea, no hay nadie que la aplique como Leo Bell, y Leo Bell sí la sabe aplicar, y precisamente esta noche piensa aplicársela a TNT.
¿Vendrá esa llave esta noche, Carlos?
Yo me atrevo a apostar que TNT va a hacer eso y más. porque la lucha es sin descalificación y él nos ha prometido a todos en el ejército de la justicia que esta noche él va con todos los hierros y que va a ser posiblemente el final de Igor. Él está muy enojado, está muy molesto con eso que le quitaron la pintura y me dijo: Carlos, la única forma que yo me desquito de esto es lastimando malamente a Igor, y se lo prometo a todos ustedes que lo voy a hacer.
Bueno, cosa que no va a hacer definitivamente.
Señor Chiquistari, como no hay descalificación, eso puede indicar que a lo mejor esta noche puede haber un fuego de dragón salir de la boca de TNT.
Se puede esperar todo de TNT.
Se puede esperar todo. Ya, bueno, ya Carlos Colón lo dijo, que TNT iba con todos los hierros, o sea que él lo está diciendo todo completamente.
¿Vieron ustedes esa patada? ¿Con qué facilidad? TNT prácticamente ha noqueado a Boris Landel, lo sorprendió, y esa patada fue la misma quijada con una rapidez enorme, y aquí está, se refugia en la cuerda Boris Landel. TNT tiene coraje, quiere acabarlo, y es lo que está haciendo precisamente. Busca el suplex, lo consigue, y le puso mucho de su valor y coraje en ese lance. Se protege de nuevo las cuerdas por el Landel.
Una de las cosas que tiene TNT, Hugo, es que no pide ni da misericordia. Y eso lo aprendió cuando él militaba en el bando de los rudos. Eso se lo enseñó el profe Chiquistar cuando él estaba con ellos. Así que con su propia medicina lo va a destruir esta noche.
Eso es correcto, pero al estudiante nunca se le enseña todo lo que no sabe. Y eso usted lo sabe muy bien también. Pero TNT tiene un hueso muy duro de roer, y es esta noche. Esta noche TNT tiene que comprobarle a toda la fanaticada que él sí puede con Leover. Y ahora que tiene él, que tiene TNT, no tiene nada. Ha perdido su pintura, ha perdido su orgullo. Lo único que le queda es el campeonato mundial de la televisión, y yo estoy muy seguro que pronto también lo va a perder.
Y tampoco ha perdido la cría, que eso es muy importante. TNT tiene mucha cría y eso es lo que le va a dar esta noche la victoria que le está buscando. El objetivo que está buscando lo va a conseguir esta noche, acabar con Igor.
Bueno, y ustedes saben que cuando TNT era rudo lanzaba también ese fuego verde, y como no hay descalificación, ¿qué pasaría si Igor le aplica ese fuego verde y de momento no puede ver y TNT lo acaba?
No quiero hacer ningún comentario negativo. Vamos a hacer comentarios positivos, vamos a dedicarnos a la lucha en este momento. No quiero hablar sobre el fuego verde.
Es más, fíjate, Hugo, a mí no me gusta hacer pronósticos aquí en la lucha libre, porque cuando se trata de gente como TNT y Igor, estás hablando de la crema, pero me atrevo a pronosticar una cosa, y es que el campeonato universal va a quedar vacante y va a haber que hacer un torneo por él, porque después de la lucha de esta noche Igor no va a poder luchar por mucho tiempo, y el Consejo Mundial le va a quitar el campeonato universal y lo va a poner para que se haga un torneo por él.
Wow, bueno, Carlos,
eso está por verse todavía.
Yo creo que puede suceder, porque TNT yo no creo que va a subir al ring a buscar una victoria. Yo lo que creo que él quiere es simplemente acabar con Igor.
Venganza es lo que va a buscar TNT.
Bueno,
y creo, y estoy seguro que lo va a conseguir.
Y luce nervioso, señor Chiqui, está a nuestro lado. Vamos a ver lo que sucede esta noche. Mientras tanto, TNT es castigado por el Boris Landel, lanzado fuera, pero TNT logró prácticamente evitar parte del castigo. Y aquí está Landel, lo persigue. Tremendo machetazo cruzado al pecho. TNT sintió la pegada, otro salvaje golpe. Riposta TNT. Y se están dando con todo y más. Fuera del ring, en la cancha bajo techo de Caguas. Atángala. Tremendo cabezazo. Busca de nuevo el cuadrilátero. Y este lo sintió el rubio. Boris Landel está sintiendo ya el castigo. Ahí está Boris Landel, lo llevan al ring de nuevo. El árbitro contando, TNT vuelve al ring. Y Landel luce perdido en este momento.
Está un poco desconcertado en este momento. TNT le está dando bastante duro, bastante fuerte, porque TNT naturalmente lo que quiere es el campeonato en ese momento. Boris Landel es el campeón actual, tiene mucho que perder y tiene que hacer algo, y tiene que hacerlo pronto, porque si no está en graves aprietos.
Maquinita de golpes sobre Boris Landel, y aparentemente está sangrando un poco el rubio platinado, y está capitalizando el Karateka Ninja. Aquí bloquea de nuevo. Cada vez que TNT ha tenido dominando a Landel, el rubio ha logrado colocar la bota en la cuerda para proteger el campeonato del Caribe. TNT está frustrado porque no ha logrado la cuenta de 3 cada vez que lo intenta. Landel bloquea con su bota en la cuerda. Aquí está un rodillazo, la respuesta al ataque por parte de Landel. Cruza el pecho de nuevo, cuerpo a cuerpo, tremendos luchadores aquí en la mejor lucha libre del mundo. TNT dice: vamos a pelear. Landel siente el respaldo del público, está echando hacia atrás, y aquí viene el Karateka Ninja.
Exactamente, este señor TNT, el Karateka Ninja, se crece cuando tiene el apoyo de la fanaticada. Él se crece y le demuestra a la fanaticada que él está con ellos. Por ahí lo va a necesitar mucho, va a necesitar más que el apoyo de la fanaticada, porque Boris Landel no puede darse el lujo de perder ese campeonato, un campeonato de mucho prestigio, y él quiere mantenerlo.
Carlos, ¿qué tiene que hacer TNT para lograr llevarse la victoria y el título en este encuentro?
En este encuentro tiene que mantener ese tren de lucha que lleva, calmado, tranquilo y esperar que Landel cometa un error y aprovecharse de eso, y yo estoy seguro que así va a conseguir la victoria.
Mientras tanto vemos como Landel ha detenido al Karateka Ninja TNT. Ahí está la furia ahora de Dory Landel con esas botas castigando ahora a TNT. Aquí le está aplicando fuerte castigo al tobillo. Quiere romperle o fracturar el tobillo aquí. TNT está sintiendo la presión. Muy bueno el castigo por parte de Nature Boy. Dory Landel le bloquea la otra pierna con la otra bota. Mientras tanto castiga el tobillo. Y TNT está en serio peligro aquí. Landel, especialista también en la figura 4, está buscando precisamente eso, lastimar la pierna para colocar su llave. No se rinde TNT.
Hugo, y hablando del encuentro de esta noche, yo creo que el hecho de que sea sin descalificación le da a TNT una ventaja inmensa, ya que él domina las artes marciales a perfección y muchas de las llaves y las cosas que se usan en las artes marciales, en el karate especialmente, no son permitidas en la lucha libre, pero como es sin descalificación sí van a ser permitidas, y yo creo que eso le va a dar a él una tremenda ventaja esta noche.
Ahora, una de las cosas negativas que puede suceder, Carlos, para TNT es que como no hay descalificación, si logra cometer un error TNT y Leo Burke hace de la suya y cae prisionero de la figura 4, nadie puede romper la llave, el árbitro no puede descalificarlo, lo que puede llevar también a TNT en el hospital. O sea que TNT tiene que jugarte la fría porque sabe que si cae, va a caer bien mal ante Leo Burke.
Exactamente, ahora digo yo, ¿para quién es la ventaja? ¿Para TNT o para Leo Burke?
Yo creo que para TNT.
No, yo creo que no. La ventaja esta noche es para Leo Burke. Definitivamente Leo Burke va a acabar con TNT y no importa la manera que tenga que hacerlo, lo va a hacer. Y recuerde que es sin descalificación.
Con la experiencia que TNT ha adquirido en los últimos 2 años, yo no creo que vaya a cometer ningún error. Y aún si lo comete, después que él le pegue una patada de esas que él pega, devastadora, se puede dar el lujo de cometer un error y volver y coger la lucha otra vez y conseguir lo que el objetivo de él, que es destruir totalmente a Leo Burke.
Muy peligroso luce esto para Leo Burke y para Chiqui Star, y esta noche bien puede ser, como dijo Carlos, el final de Leo Burke, y pueda que sea también el momento donde el campeonato universal va a quedar vacante, debido a que Leo Burke puede llegar esta noche al hospital y quedarse ahí por unos cuantos meses. Aquí está ahora de hecho Bobo Landel ofendiendo, humillando a TNT hacia el rostro, lo reta ahora a golpear, y yo creo que esto puede ser el error más grande.
Perdón, eso es una táctica barata. Él está haciendo eso para que TNT cometa ese error que tú estabas hablando, pero TNT sabe mucho de lucha, tiene mucha experiencia y no va a caer en esa trampa.
Y si no logra colocar una de sus patadas a la quijada del rubio, ahí está, sorprendió ahora con buen golpe. Landel no le salió esa psicología, tuvo que recurrir a castigar a los ojos, golpe de marronazo a la nuca, y aquí está muy buena la derribada de pierna. Hay que darle el mérito, tanto este señor Dory Landel como luchadores como Carlos, como Leo Burke, como Ric Flair, son especialistas en esas derribadas, que no solamente la llave es dolorosa, sino como ellos llevan a la lona a sus rivales, que ya de antemano lo están dominando. Aquí está TNT, trata de zafarse de esa llave, no lo consigue todavía, le pone mucha presión en ese castigo al tobillo, un spinning toe hold, lo tenía bien colocado. Dory Landel está buscando ahora hacer más daño a la pierna, y aquí está buscando la figura 4, está buscando la figura 4, llave peligrosísima.
A ver si se puede salir de ahí TNT. Vamos a ver si tiene los pantalones en su sitio, si firmó el contrato, que se salga ahora en ese momento de la figura número 4, pero yo creo que se le va a hacer bien difícil.
Yo creo que TNT tiene el valor y la resistencia para aguantar la figura 4, llegar a las cuerdas y lograr que el árbitro rompa.
Vamos a verlo, no lo creo.
Ahí está TNT, está tratando de liberarse. Landel aprieta.
Tiene que llegar a las cuerdas TNT.
Aprieta Dory Landel, aprieta, no se rinde TNT, el público aplaude. El Karateka Ninja TNT busca el campeonato. Momento crucial en el encuentro. Landel ha aplicado su mejor carta de triunfo, la figura 4. Aquí está TNT tratando de virar la llave. Vamos a ver si lo consigue. No, estaba a punto de hacerlo. Landel
es imposible, definitivamente.
Señala victoria. TNT está desesperado. Aprieta más Dory Landel. El Nature Boy busca retener el título. Landel está apretando con más furia. Y aquí está TNT tratando de virar la llave. Y lo ha logrado. TNT ha virado la llave. Se refugia en las cuerdas. Dory Landel tiene que romper la llave. TNT. ¡Wow! Impresionante la resistencia de TNT. También está dolorido ahora Dory Landel. Vamos a ver de quién es la suerte para llevarse el encuentro ahora. Ambos se han dado con todo. TNT sacando fuerza, conecta, bloquea. Landel buscó la retirada,
Mientras tanto, TNT persigue a su rival. En el esquinero lo tiene. Tremendo cabezazo. Se tambalea el rubio. Lo lleva contra el otro esquinero. Ahí está la patada dinamita. Se la colocó en todo el mismo rostro. Ahora lo tiene dominado. TNT lanza las cuerdas a Boris Landel. Lo lleva por los aires en tremenda catapulta.
Exactamente, después de por ustedes, TNT sirviéndose con la cuchara grande. Sencillamente, Boris Landel ha cometido un error que le puede costar el campeonato del Caribe. Ahí le está aplicando la cobra, una de las llaves más peligrosas que existe en la lucha libre profesional. Yo espero que Boris Landel se pueda salir de ella.
Yo creo que este es el final ya de Landel. Cuando TNT aplica la cobra en la forma que la está aplicando ahí, usualmente es el final de sus oponentes. Yo creo que esto no va a ser una excepción. Boris Landel en el centro del ring, está sintiendo la presión de la cobra dinamita. La misma cobra que esta noche puede colocarte a Leo Burke. TNT, muy buen el movimiento de Landel, eludió el castigo agachándose, se pegó fuerte TNT. Vamos a ver qué sucede en este importante encuentro que estamos viendo aquí en Campeones de Lucha Libre. Busca la distancia, se quitó del codazo TNT, muy buenos reflejos. Se incorpora ahora el hombre dinamita, está buscando a Boris Landel, lo agarra, lo lanza a las cuerdas, lo mira ahora Landel, viene, falla el rodillazo, se pegó en la cuerda, ahí está el toque de espalda, pone la bota en la cuerda Landel, la cuenta le quitó la bota a TNT.
Tenía la bota en la cuerda, muy al control en el segundo,
ojo por ojo y diente por diente.
No, señor.
Que se cuide su Dios, esta noche, señor.
Ganó esa correa con trampa, ganó el campeonato con trampa, pero esta noche puede hacer toda la trampa que él quiera, ganó con inteligencia, calificación, y luego lo va a acabar, no solamente lo va a destrozar, después va a pedir una lucha nuevamente con él para quitarle el campeonato de la televisión y que se retire de una vez de la lucha libre.
Well, fans, Rick St. James here along with philanthropist, hustler Rick Rogers, who just gave away $5,000 in the previous match.
And I want to see my hero, my favorite wrestler of all time, Terry Funk, the man my pattern, my life after. And look, he's upside down. He's fallen on his head. It's not his fault because TNT hit him. And what's he going to... Well, that's it, Terry. Do the same thing I do. Get away from TNT. He's a nut. He's a crazy man. Look at the ring. It's going up and down. The referee, Ricky Vargas, he's going crazy. Look, I can see that right now he's got him in a headlock. He's away. He's running away. Where's he going now? Where's my hero going?
What about the chaps on this man?
He's going. He's in the bullpen. He wants some popcorn. He wants some peanuts. TNT says no. He says no way.
TNT now follows him right outside, and the fans now cheering him on. And Terry Funk certainly middle-aged and crazy, and you can see why.
I don't know about that. I just know he's crazy, and he's my hero, and he's going to beat TNT because Terry Funk's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Like dynamite exploding now. Oh, look at this, a haymaker with Ricky Vargas. And I think Terry Funk might be out of it. TNT right now has exploded. Oh, look at this, the veteran Terry Funk pounding the head of TNT, and that stopped his attack dead in its tracks.
He's the greatest wrestler in the world today. Terry Funk, you got it? The greatest wrestler in the world today. Chaps and all, my main man, Mr. Terry Funk, and he's going to make an example of that overrated 9th degree black belt Taekwondo ninja expert, Mr. TNT.
Oh, now this is serious. Terry Funk just took his shirt off, and he's ready, getting down in the blood, the mud, and the beer, as he has done in numerous bars. Meanwhile, TNT comes right back with a chop of his own, and now Funk might be in a blue funk. All we know, the head goes up against the turnbuckle, and Funk is, whoa! He sprawls out of that ring. Now takes a shot right in the head, and he topples to the, oh man, I tell you, that looked like a Tyson punch right there.
Thrown by Robin Gibbs is what it looked like to me. And what's he doing right now? No. TNT's trying to pin him on the ground, but there's no way. Ricky Vargas right on top of the action will not count him out. And I'm waiting for my hero to get up. I'm waiting for my hero to kick some booty. Come on, Terry, you can do it. This is Rip talking to you. That's it. Climb, get away from that TNT. He's an animal. He's sadistic. He's a Puerto Rican. I don't know what he is. Come on, Terry, you can do it.
They're now in the grasslands. Terry Funk certainly thrives. And look at this. The back now, obviously hurting Terry Funk from that chop he received at the hands of TNT. Oh, now comes back with an uppercut of his own, off the ropes. There he gets him in the sleeper hold.
He's got the Funkadelic sleeper hold from the WWC Ranch or whatever it is. My man Terry Funk, he's the man that taught the hold to all the young up-and-coming superstars of the world of professional wrestling today. Terry Funk's the master of the sleeper. He taught it to me. He taught it to Buddha Dean. He taught it to everybody who's anything. And TNT, the Ninja Man, he's going down. He's going down fast. And I think this is the end of TNT once and for all.
Did he teach Sly is the question.
Yo!
Absolutely. Ricky Vargas now checking on the condition of TNT, and he looks like he's in dreamland. TNT master of the Cobra Sleeper himself, but he reacts. He says, no siree, I'm not out of this. I'm still in it. I'm still awake. I took some Salmonex, and I'm ready to go. Back to his feet. Oh, look at that. Must have played some football, did Terry Funk.
You know it, West Texas State's finest right there.
Oh, look at that.
And that's over the top rope. That should be disqualification.
Too late for that. Because right now, both of these men are devastated from the vicious, wild attack on each other. These men showing absolutely no respect, giving no quarter. Now TNT retrieves Terry Funk. You can only beat him on the inside of the ring. A couple of haymakers. All right. Oh, look. Terry Funk now draped. Oh, he's in a bad position. There's a couple of kicks from TNT. Funk dangling, much like Bay Ray from the Empire State Building. And now, no, what's this? He's hung up on the ropes. Oh, my.
He looks like Curly, Larry, and Moe.
Terry Funk. He looks like he's drunk.
He might be going back to the WWC Ranch. I don't know. Back to Amarillo, Texas. He's got him a table. He's got him a chair. He's ready for action. That's my man, Terry.
Oh, well, Terry, I guess, not done yet with TNT. Oh, look! The referee takes the worst part of that table. And now he calls for the bell. I think this got to be a double disqualification.
I don't know about that. When you're talking about Terry Funk, you're talking about action personified. You don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. TNT don't know what's going to happen. Terry himself, he don't know what's going to happen. I think he's in a scaffold match now, but we'll get to that match later on. And Terry's got his own scaffold match. TNT's chasing him. He's trying to pull his pants down. No, this is not the $5,000 up the pole match, but Terry's hanging on for dear life. TNT's chopping him. Terry's still hanging on. This is a double disqualification, a double countout. I've never seen action like this.
Well, I knew we'd have a scaffold match, but I didn't think it'd be Funk and TNT. But right now, these two men showing the savagery that you can find in Caribbean superstar wrestling. And Terry Funk now headed for the hills.
No, he's headed for third base. He's ready to slide into home. He's going to the bullpen.
Oh, he's coming back. TNT in close pursuit. And I think Terry is looking for the double cross ranch at this point.
No matter what happens, Terry Funk's still my hero.
Ladies and this is the feature attraction of the evening. The best
is disqualified. Ooh. Slammed him in
mercifully with his headlock. Look out. Oh.
And Brody just going berserk here on
Johnny, look at this. Fans, there's no mistaking Billy Graham.
Getting the heck out of Dodge. And the tanned Ric Flair.
I want you and everyone listening in to know one thing, that if they ever made another guy better than me, he hasn't been made.
Fine. Nice tackle by Flair. Put Steamboat down. Good movement by Steamboat. Great leap from. And what a chop. And the champion of the world on the head was the tag. Oh, come on now.
Might have hurt his leg a little bit there.
A referee stands stipulations.
Till he plays that fight off.
Go into the ring when Roddy Piper Doc Conwell wants to go into the ring, Mr. America. Right.
Here comes Colón off the ropes. Look at the power.
Oh, he hit the back of his head. Oh!
That is, to a nicer guy, it couldn't happen.